Hello, this is Michaela.
This be Peter.
We are back with some Citizen Sleeper. This is part 6. Last time we'd sort of finished a couple of things and started a couple of things. We're progressing one of the very early plots, the Yatagan one, to expose Yannick. We're helping strip Ankhita's ship up in Bliss's Bay. And we are also waiting for a couple of things, I suppose. We're waiting both for the seed to germinate, so we finally gave it to Rico, the gardener's gift, and we are waiting for the next episode to start. It looks like there's something here.
Looks like a spider.
It does, rather. Peek, the cautious spacer.
Even before you reach the cordon, the damage is obvious. The blinking red lights, the drones, the tugs are all gone. Half the cordon's frame has also been shorn away, perhaps through the impact of some failing ship. People push past you in the corridor, both Havenage staff and contractors clearing the cordon.
Oh, we could try to speak to them, or we can push forward. I mean, I assume everyone's too busy, right? Let's also move forward.
You push through the flow of people, and despite a few suspicious looks, they offer no resistance. The further you pass into the cordon, the less people you see. You can see a few sections that have been closed off, their bulkhead doors sealed and red warning lights punctuating the corridors, but otherwise most areas seem functional. Suddenly, you feel a hand fall on your shoulder. Havenage security? You should have known better than to wander into this place. You brace yourself as you turn.
Well, surely it's Peek, it said when we selected the... Anyway, Sleeper.
Peek's wide eyes greet you as you turn.
The cordon.
They glance down, panicked.
It's gone down.
Oh, sorry, they glanced around.
The Briar and Ash are still in there. Do you think she did this? Or perhaps Havenage messed up?
They start pulling you towards the edge of the cordon.
We should find her. What if... So we have Calm Down Peek, which is what everyone wants to hear.
Calm down, dear.
It wasn't her or Havenage.
Peek stops.
What are you saying? So we've got something hit the station. There was a wave, and something knocked me out.
There's the option of I can't remember.
When we woke up from sleeping, we felt a wave, and I thought it wasn't a literal wave, as in through space. I thought it was of data, and it's sort of warning that the next event is coming. But apparently, no, that did actually happen for everyone.
Oh.
Something hit the station.
Peek looks incredulous.
Hit? Sleeper, we'd all be dead if that was the case.
They pause to think.
Maybe not an object, but a shockwave, a signal. An EMP would have taken out most of the station, but...
Peek runs a hand through their hair.
I don't know what you are saying, Sleeper. That doesn't sound...
They look away down the corridor for a moment.
Look, I have to find Ash. I'm sure you felt something, but we can talk about that later.
They set off down the corridor.
I can't sit around talking any longer. Find me on the flotilla. I'm going to find a way to Ash, no matter what.
With that, they rush away into the depths of the cordon, leaving you behind. Seems like you'll need to follow if you want to get any answers.
We want answers. So yes, we have the new option at the top. I didn't want to say, actually, the first episode, Flux, I do sort of still feel in hindsight it was a little unfair, sort of how rushed you are for time. Because I did look it up. You can succeed in the sense that she can dock and give supplies. The only, it's sort of a dice roll, but it will always fail if you fail one of the security things here. Like,
Right.
Once you failed one, it just doesn't happen at all, no matter what, anyway. Which feels a touch frustrating that that's sort of like, it doesn't matter how well you did or didn't do. It also feels like going right from the get-go, oh, you needed 8 scrap somehow. And it's like, so you're always going to have to waste some time not doing the actions like get algae, do
Unless
security.
you know precisely
Yeah.
what's going to happen, and you simply gather the scrap before you start the episode.
Yeah, if you're doing it on a second run, I suspect it's much more easy to do, yes. But yes, purely because we had failed one of the security things, we sent the ticker up to 4. It was never going to succeed, unfortunately.
Never.
Yeah. So we have the code. We can import some scrap for passage. We find a small shuttle scavenging supplies from the cordon to take back to the flotilla. They'll take you too if you bring some scrap along. Okay. Is that just when we want to go over there? So I'm like, we could maybe finish up what we're doing here a bit first.
If you could just find mushrooms that would work as scrap, you'd have all of the resources you ever need.
I suppose, yeah. So as I did check up a little on the stuff with the ambergris, and yes, if you decide to go, that's it. It's just considered an ending. You don't have to pursue any other paths.
Okay.
You just leave and that's the end of the game. Because it has like 8 or 12 endings technically. But I'm like, I feel like you stay, that's the story, is that you're here on the eye. I don't think you would leave, right?
No, otherwise it would be called Adventurer Sleeper.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want to just hold them back for no reason. So ideally we also fill this in and just let Ankhita and Bliss leave the station safely. So we are gonna continue to disarm Amber. I guess I could just use the top dice and then re-roll the 2 3s.
What?
Working on Amber again is a joy. This is the same text we had last time. So can we get anything better than 2 3s with the left stick? Yes, we got 2 4s.
Jammy?
We got the positive +++. So this
One more
should
to
be
go.
it, right?
This should be it. I don't think you can fail at all.
Yeah, it's like even the neutral gets me the one that I need. There we go. We've done it. It's finished. It's time to say goodbye. Amber looks better than she ever has before. Bliss has done an incredible job of cleaning up the hull, and despite the exterior changes being limited, she has the impression of being lighter, somehow sleeker than before. Moritz drifts by. He has been loading up the final equipment onto Amber. It turns out Ankhita will be taking her weapons, but packed and ready to sell at the first starward belt port she hits. But now that Moritz is done, he seems in kind of a daze, floating back and forth aimlessly.
Got you okay, Moritz, or all done?
I'm assuming Bliss finally told him, "You okay, Moritz?" Yeah. God, I forgot what voice Moritz said.
What's that?
That's fair. He turns.
Oh, right, yeah, packed and stacked.
He smiles a weak smile.
Was hoping Miss Cassetta would let me keep a warhead.
I'm like, what do you think of her? But also, for what, Moritz? What do you think of her?
Miss Cassetta?
He shrugs.
She seems tired and old. Like, older than she looks. Hey, Sleeper.
He looks down.
Did you know Bliss was leaving?
You understand now, she told him. That's why he is like this. I suppose I did. She did tell us first, and then we told her to tell him. I did. He nods distractedly.
She said this place is mine.
He looks up around the bay like it is suddenly some vast space he doesn't know what to do with. We've got "You'll do a great job." And you'll do a great job. He looks down at you.
Hey, thanks.
He smiles.
I appreciate you saying that. Not many people believed in me before now. First Bliss, then you.
A dark look suddenly crosses his face.
Hey, Sleeper, there was something Bliss said.
He meets your eye.
Are you going too?
Before you can answer, Ankhita glides into the bay, a massive crate on her shoulder. Sleeper, you coming or what? Bliss is already on board. She stops by the terminal, holding herself in place. Moritz looks at her with a dazed expression. You look at Ankhita. She's keeping it together now. She's packed all those bad feelings down, someplace where you'll never see them, and build a tough foundation on top. That's a terrible idea,
Foundations
Ankhita.
don't go on top.
No, she may not be a mercenary anymore, but you imagine most people would think twice before trying to cross her. Well...
It's not even a scar on her cheek, it's just a spot.
She looks at you. I'm not eager to spend another moment of my time on this station, unless I have to. She pauses, looking between you and Moritz. She sighs. I'll give you a minute.
And she kicks off with the crate, taking it to the end of the bay, where the amber sits docked. You look back at Moritz.
I'm staying. Moritz, it looks like he might pass out.
Sleeper, are you sure? Are you doing this for me?
No, we're staying for us. I feel like this is our story. I'm staying for me. Moritz nods.
All right then, you're staying.
He grins. Ankhita comes back across the bay, the final crate stowed. Are you staying then? Sleeper, I'm staying. She nods. Well, okay then. One less mouth to feed.
Oh no, you're reading everything now, so
You go. She pauses.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm reading her now. Okay. Look, Sleeper.
No, you say she pauses.
You just said she pauses.
Yeah. Well, because I felt like you read a lot when we did the peak bit, so I was just giving you a break. But say she pauses.
She pauses.
Look, Sleeper, I'm not going to go back over everything that happened.
I don't need to read this, you just have to sigh.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put that behind me, but I hope you find what you're looking for here.
She smiles and kicks off, gliding to the ambergris and the starward belt beyond.
Which I think is where the second one is set. The second Citizen
Sequel.
Sleeper, yeah. You both watch in silence as Amber's drives fire up.
I guess this is our place now.
Says Moritz, the weight of everything suddenly hitting him. I don't know. Is it our place? I feel like it's your place. I'm not the manager of this business.
I mean, you'll probably be working with them in the future,
Yeah,
so I can see
yeah.
why he's saying that. But yes, you might want to emphasise that they're the boss.
Your place. He smiles.
Okay, but I'll need some help from time to time.
You both stay for a while to watch Amber and Bliss and Ankhita leave, and then Moritz goes to the racks to finally implement a new organizational system.
Because Bliss's was pants.
And you head out, promising to be back to check on things soon. As you glide around the soft curve of the hub, you catch glimpses of the distant stars flickering through the windows. They are beautiful, it's true, but by now you think of them as a distraction. Do I? In your time on the Eye, you've realised there's nothing out there waiting for you. No fresh starts and no bright futures. Just a load of problems you haven't found yet. Yeah, we did say that last time, that it's like this was our fresh start and we've solved lots of problems. Like we've built a house, we have a cheaper supply of our drug, we've
Got a cat.
mushrooms that can make the drug if we want.
Yeah.
And we have a nice cat.
We have a cat.
No, your place is here, among the people you know and the problems you know. You wish Ankhita and Bliss the best of luck out in the belt, but as you do, you focus on the Eye, on the vast spinning rim that rotates around its hub, on its buildings and flashing lights, on its people and places. This is your home, and for now, it contains all the futures you need.
That felt like an ending.
What?
A Jump Over the Age game, created, designed and written by Gareth and Damien Martin.
What do you mean
I'm
I
not
hit
reading
an
all these.
ending? I thought it was going to do the ending if I left, not if I decided not to leave. I want to do the other stuff.
The end.
This better not, ruin my save. Because this will be it if it does. I'm not sure
Can these go any faster? No, I don't want to continue. I just want to speed them up a bit.
I don't think there is the
Touchpad.
thing.
Just, no, uppy downies. pressed L1, but it didn't go away.
I think it's a hold, probably, to do it.
Squircle. Triangle. Square. Not pressing X. Oh, someone got a 6. Oh, okay, it's not that long. For Diana and Ananias. Unity, FMOD.
Yes, if I had realised also saying no was picking an ending, I wouldn't have done it. Because I didn't expect
Also,
it to
it was
do
very
this.
And we're staying here. With the familiar problems. That was a short stream.
Do we get our game back, though? Oh, thank God. Don't make it sound genuinely like, it's you.
Next round is yours.
Moritz arrives at the table with a couple of steel canisters, typical of the hub's only bar. It's also got the compressor. Oh no, this is the hub, the bit at the top.
The hub's only bar.
Yes. The gimbal lounge. He settles into the webbing beside the table and clunks them down onto the magnetic table. This place, you have decided, is ridiculous. Yes, we are in the gimbal, the spinning spacer bar. Oh right, is it like the ball itself is rotating inside it? A rapidly spinning cavernous sphere, the gimbal's weak gravity, just like the gravity at the eye's rim, is created by its gut-wrenching rotation. The interior surface of the sphere is the gimbal's floor, which descends towards the equator, where one long bar loops around the entire circumference. Not sure that's complicated enough to imagine. Tumbling out from the center...
Imagine a sphere. Inside the sphere along its equator is a big bar. That's it.
Tumbling out from that center ring are an array of booths and seating arrangements equipped with all kinds of harnesses and webbing to keep customers in place, like you do.
I hate it when you find a customer just floating off. It's like, what are you doing?
Those harnesses are here because the gimbal doesn't quite spin fast enough, and you watch as the clientele bounce towards the bar in lazy arcs or shift from table to table with graceful leaps. So what about the stuff on like the plates and in the cups?
What are you thinking?
Asks Moritz, noticing you staring out into the gimbal. How weird this place is. What to do next? Oh, nothing. I mean, how weird this place is. Moritz glances around as if for the first time.
Yeah, Bliss never used to like coming here.
Moritz takes a drink and stretches.
So, Sleeper, you sticking around?
If like, do you mean here? Like, what do you mean? Right? What does he mean?
I don't know what he means. I haven't asked him.
If you'll have me, I have things to take care of. I'm not sure. I mean, we still have loads of quests. Well, we don't have loads. We have quests to do, Moritz. I have things to take care of. Moritz nods.
Yeah, thought you might.
Moritz rubs the back of his head.
One cycle at a time. That's how we'll take it nice and easy.
You aren't sure if he's talking to himself or you. We'll make it. He lifts his drink for a toast.
To the next cycle.
He pronounces and knocks it back. Later, when you finally leave the gimbal, Moritz is still laughing. You help him out of the spinning gimbal and back into the hub, sending him on his way home to the bay. Then you pause for a moment to watch the stars as they spin and spin around the eye. You smile to yourself and think of Bliss and Ankhita out there somewhere among those points of light to the next cycle. But yes, we did it. We do still have Bliss's Bay. I don't know whether it'll be renamed at some point to Moritz's Bay. It is still available as a repeatable action for component repair, which will earn us a bit of cryo.
Or he'll change his name to Bliss. Maybe that's how that works.
Okay, can I get to the elevator? How do I... there we go.
I was going to say start it all, can you?
And then next time we will also finish off the shipyard, which we'd kind of forgotten we had a ticker like right at the
So what would
beginning
have
of the
happened
game.
if we did sort of say we're leaving? Does that say you left?
Yeah, I think that is...
Rather than you didn't leave, the end, continue.
That was the impression I got, that we leave and you can't continue because you have left, that it means it. Should I use one of my drugs, do you think? My stabilizers?
We normally wouldn't until tomorrow. But that doesn't mean that that's necessarily the best idea. You might be better off maximizing your dice pool.
Yeah, because I have, like, we can really start blasting through the end of the game, I'm hoping. So yeah, let's... And we got an extra free one. I forget. Was it from Rico? I think it was. So we have stabilized. Should we eat, or do you not think I should worry about it?
I don't think you should worry about it, because we get it all the time. I would eat when we're hungry, basically.
Let's end this cycle as Ankhita and Bliss blast off. Oh, yes, we are starving.
Ankhita and Bliss are blasting off again.
So I should now eat. I think there's emphasis like around here somewhere. There he is, Emphas. Let's get his special fungus.
Fungus.
Delightful. Because I'm kind of assuming this might tire us out the shipyard. Yeah, it can sap either energy or condition. And we'll do the one that just does energy, because that's only risky. We will assist a shipbuilder with our +1 to engineering. We don't have connections, but we do have skills. I guess a 4?
A 4 would be good, because then there's no negative.
Yeah. We'll have maxed out yard hand with our ++ to yard hand. We shadow a shipbuilder who is impressed that we know how to double seal a hull plate, and he gives us a tip. So what have we made available here? More people and more things.
So one of those looks like a pair of dog tags, a pixelated spaceship going left, presumably, and the play button from YouTube.
Well, the middle one is the diamond or square turned on its side ones are always the big text conversation ones. So
right.
We have the Havenage offices, administration for the shipyard, and here we can either... They also want a ship mind. This was the... Oh, okay. We can... repeatable action input a ship mind. Sophisticated tech is rare on the eye, so the shipyard is happy to pay for a ship mind. It doesn't say how much.
They don't want a ship mind. They want ship mind fragments.
Oh, okay.
And they will pay for them.
Yeah.
They also have tracking Yataghan. A slate in the office advertises that Havenage are looking for informants on gang activity in the Eye. They'll pay.
I have some Yataghan. I'm not going to give it to him yet, but I actually do have some Yataghan data.
Neither of those lead to anything.
No, they don't seem
They're
to
just for
do
getting
for
stuff.
anything. We also have unit assembly for the what did we decide? It's sidereal horizon assembly line.
Yes, let's have a look at the sidereal assembly.
So this is 2 repeatable actions that are either systems fitting or structural fitting. They are both leading to these career pathways, junior tech or welder's mate, and they will all take up the quality control, which is a shipbuilding spot.
Full work will see you dropped from the roster, and it's a negative, not a positive.
Right, is this we need to fill one up without setting off the middle one?
Maybe.
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 And then yes, finally we have Lem and Mina, the worker and daughter.
From the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker. Drones maneuver, arclights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling.
This is Lem and Mina, a shipyard worker, and his daughter.
Who should I be?
I
don't know who's talking.
I think it's the guy, Lem, the adult.
She's quite beautiful, I think.
You turn to see a figure a little way down the hallway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you.
Lem.
He leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship.
And this is Mina.
He adds with a smile. We can say hi, Lem. Hi, Mina, or stay silent if we're a monster. Let's say hello
To Mina.
You want to say hello to...
Yeah.
Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up.
She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina?
She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material.
You working on her then?
Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship.
Or just admiring?
He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. Are we working, admiring, or neither? I mean, were we working? I think we were just admiring.
We've just come here,
yeah,
so
we were admiring.
Understandable.
He nods, gazing back out at the sidereal horizon.
You like her too, don't you, Mina?
He jostles her a little.
She's Mina and my ticket out of this place, our escape vector, so to speak.
The ship?
You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Haven Edge contract on the sidereal horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew.
He smiles.
We won't get to sleep the journey though, but a couple of decades of service will bring nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall on a new world. Sorry, will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall on a new world.
He winks. Decades? So yes, it sounds like you're trading working for getting to move somewhere. It's just you'll be quite old by the time you get there. Decades?
It's a long trip.
He straightens up, stretching his back.
That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations.
Oh. Celis. We've got, why is it here? Celis Foundation, or sounds crazy, Celis Foundation.
They are Haven Edge's client, yeah, some wealthy project from the core systems interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. They hired the whole shipyard out, helped rekit it and everything.
He strokes Mina's hair.
Someone else's dream, I suppose, but it doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along.
Fair. Mina responds by pushing his hands away. Daddy, she whispers. Food.
Pulling an exaggerated grumpy face, she glances She glances furtively at you as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Daddy a sec.
He turns back to you and you suddenly notice how tired he looks.
I'm not on the Haven Edge crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together.
He smiles a little shakily and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. Yeah, maybe. I'm working on it, or for sure. Maybe. He looks out at the sidereal horizon as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hull.
We've got to hold out, okay?
You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you.
That's how it works.
Well, he stares out. Mina catches your eye curiously. Do we say you agree, Mina, or stay silent?
Yeah, we do one of those.
You agree, Mina.
She straightens up and meets your eye.
Daddy loves me.
She says it stubbornly, daring you to question her.
Lem smiles and lifts Mina.
That's it. We hold on.
He smiles sheepishly at you.
Let's have a date. No, sorry, we are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina?
He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg.
Gotta go feed this one.
He pats her back.
Maybe see you on a shift, huh?
He turns and they walk down the walkway away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Min turns around and stops. Mina turns around and stops. What? See you, robot.
Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. A ticket out. Another ticket out.
Yes, I suspect we were supposed to find this earlier than we have. And sort of go, well, this is where we were originally. We were working a bit on the ship for that other guy. But we could do this.
Yeah, I mean, we've spent a lot of our time working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
But I never picked the shipyard because it had the one trait that I had the massive negative in right at the beginning.
Yes.
As an operator class.
I mean, you don't have to do everything, but...
No, I'm like, I assume I'd hear more of their story, but we're not going to leave either via this ship. And does this say anything different now? Is it updated at all? Yeah, I don't really understand.
Well, go back to it.
Oh, sorry.
I think it is literally just, do you have any ship-mind fragments but no ship-minds?
Yeah,
Put them
I
here,
guess you can...
you'll get, what do you get?
That's what I mean, it doesn't say. It usually has how much you'd get on the top.
Oh, that's a perk we've got, though.
Yeah.
And then this one is, they'll pay.
Yeah.
So I suspect they're both money.
They're just ways to make money. I guess well, we're supposed to do it in terms of like seeing all of the story, right? Or do you think we should just leave this plot point?
No, we can do it if you want. If you feel like we've got enough dice and we can complete it, sure.
Yeah, because I'm like, we don't desperately need money. It will be fairly easy in terms of I already have that +2 to interface. That would make a lot more sense to bash through it.
Yes, so you have the +2 interface for systems fitting. The sidereal horizon is webbed with complex systems bundled like nerves in a body. Your job is to lay these systems in, and that leads to junior tech. The systems team is looking for new members. Prove yourself a reliable tech and you are in.
We're in. But yes, I'm probably going to ignore structural fitting. The sidereal horizon is assembled block by block. You earned a place on the teams welding these blocks together. And we will become a welder's mate, a spot supporting the weld team, a good place to prove you know how to put a ship together. Yes, if we had picked the other class that isn't an operator, because there was the regular sleeper one, the operator one, and like the heavy duty one, that would have been you get the plus to the other stats. So we will use up our lower dice. Here's the 4.
Safe. 100%
yes,
positive.
These are quite nice that they're safe. Once the shift is done, you close your eyes and see the webs of systems running inside the sidereal horizon. You are a natural at this work. It does feel like surely that's what you could do as a sleeper automatically, right?
And by natural, I mean artificial. And have invested the points in it, thank you very much.
Yeah, I suppose. That's the positive outcome again. We're getting 12 cryo, which is not much, but it's fine. Should I try and get higher than 3 with my dice roll? Yeah. 2 3s or now 2 3s?
Great.
But that was exciting. We can't actually get the negative is the thing. We can get the neutral. You end up ankle deep in braided cables, wiring and rewiring. Eventually, you settle the systems.
Isn't rewiring still wiring?
But it's a struggle. I suppose it's because you've done it once. I can see why they'd call it rewiring.
Okay, but if it breaks a second time, is it re-rewiring?
And we got the neutral outcome again, so we can finish that tomorrow. I'm not going to sleep in that sad container. I'm going to sleep in a nice house.
But enough about my repaired unit.
Oh, some much lower dice rolls that time, actually. And we also have the scrap freighter in. Do I buy scrap and hope for... Because I'm like, surely I don't need a ship mind. I suppose it's there if I do end up needing one.
If you need one, you could just start spending your money there. I think you've got enough money that you're probably fine buying a little scrap if you want.
I'll use the 4 since that'll be perfect. Let's finish up systems fittings. We did it. We got the full positive outcome. We are a junior tech. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers around the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. This is in the shipyard, the Havenage construction yard. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with the supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do.
Hey, sleeper, wait up.
It's Lem. Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. We won't ignore him. Lem!
Good to see you, friend.
He is breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers.
You made the work team. Good for you.
He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does.
Shh, baby, give me a second here.
He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Waiting on a shift, or is Mina okay? Is Mina okay?
She's good, we just had to rush up here.
He puts his hand on her shoulder and she clings to his side.
Esther, who usually takes her, is sick.
He stretches.
I don't know what...
A noise sounds from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper.
Oh, that's my number. Mina.
He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glancing around, and we will watch her. We can stay silent, which we're not going to do. Go, we'll watch her. We're fine. We're safe. He needs help. So let's do it. He blinks a little, staring.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, I'll...
Absolutely fine. He crouches to Mina.
Are you going to stay with our friend here, okay? They're going to keep you safe and...
He stands back up.
Here, take her bag.
He shoves it into your hands.
She's got food, she's got... Shit, look, I have to go.
Yeah. He backs away into the crowd.
Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good.
Then Lem disappears into the roiling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read.
Child acquired.
Lem's daughter, we've got Hey Mina. Let's move or stay silent. Hey Mina.
She holds the stare, unmoving. The 2 parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks.
We've got you okay, Mina? Stay silent or look in the bag. What do you think?
You could talk to her.
You okay, Mina?
She sniffs and looks down.
Does she want that rabbit that she's holding in the art? Look in the bag.
You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components, because everything's made out of scrap here. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit, hand sewn.
Take the rabbit.
You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit.
Just give her the... What's their name? Shake the rabbit. But we're going to give her the rabbit. I think she just needs some soothing. Give her the rabbit.
You hold the rabbit out and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you.
Bun Bun,
she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size.
Nice name. Oh, hi Bun Bun. Oh, nice name.
You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and then walks him up your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits.
Very cute.
She pokes your arm a couple of times.
Are you really a robot? Oh God, I am. Not really. Sort of. Yeah, it's like, yes, but no. I couldn't exist without me being a person at some point.
Okay, Mina, I'm going to explain robot adjacency.
Sort of. Yeah.
She thinks.
Me too. What?
Mina has lots of questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long you are talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes.
Very cute.
You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you, just as both of you are starting to yawn. He is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay?
He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. We managed, or more than okay. We managed. Mina glances carefully at you, hiding a smile that is slowly growing.
Well, well, well. Looks like Meanie can be nice.
He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight.
Thank you, friend. I mean it.
He gives you a warm, wide smile.
I owe you. Look.
He glances around.
It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end.
He grins sheepishly.
If you have time.
Yeah.
But now I have to take this one to eat.
He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response.
See you, sleeper.
He waves, and they...
I decided it was Mina.
Yeah, all right. And they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spaces as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. Very cute. We have a new drive discovered.
Expose, yeah, no, it's the other one.
Well, because we both got win a sidereal ticket, workers on the sidereal crew get entered into a draw for the colony ship's live-in crew. There's one way off the eye and into a new life. Or we're going to help Lem work. If Lem wants to leave on the sidereal horizon, he'll need someone to watch Mina while he works his way onto the construction crew.
So do you compete with him? Do you give him your ticket in the end or what?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to help him because I know we don't want to leave. So I'm not sure we need the pretense of... Because yes, we do now have the repeatable action for sidereal fit-up, which is still interface +2, but is now a dangerous action. You work as a junior tech has qualified you to work in the team handling the final tech fit-up of the sidereal Horizons Bridge. A vast job. Yeah, look at that size of that tick-overy thingy.
Yeah, it's a vast job.
You can read that bit.
That's the sidereal horizon. The vast colony ship is coming together, block by block. Each cycle you see another piece slot in place.
Yeah.
So I was just quickly counting there. There's 472 segments.
I don't even know how I would count that without literally like going up and having to hold up a thing and counting around it. Unless you could like, can you just get your phone to go how many grey segments there are?
Oh, I don't know. It says the image is a graphic representation of an arc reactor.
Don't worry.
Cool.
It.
Thanks, Gemini.
But yes, so he said he's in the low end. So does that mean there's now a new house here? Isn't that near where we live? Yes. Lem and Mina's unit, shipyard workers' apartment. So we can...
Another reason why we don't leave is here, the mushrooms have specially adapted to work as medicine that keeps us going. Like, if we join this live-in crew or we left with, what was she called?
Amber and Ankhita.
Thinking Anastasia, and I know that's wrong. Yes, if we left on the ambergris, like, how would we have...
I suppose you buy like 10 before you leave, and then because they're going somewhere.
Yeah, but do they have it there?
Yeah, that's where it's like you don't know if it's going to go well. But yes, we have the new repeatable action, babysit Mina. with we only have a +1 to engage, and we can either get
But it's safe.
+2 a meal ticket or ++2 a meal ticket. And yes, it is a safe action. Lem can't work shifts in the shipyard unless someone's watching Mina. You two seemed to get along last time, and Lem is desperate, and this will fill out.
A ticket out. Unless Lem gets time in the shipyard, he won't qualify for the Sidereal Crew lottery. Watching Mina gives him a chance.
Yeah. Let's do some babysitting. By the end of the day, Mina curls up in your lap as you read her a story. She's asleep when Lem gets back, and you two eat together. So that got us the +2. So if we get 3 fully positive rolls, we could fill this in immediately. Because I expected the ticker to be bigger, as if it's sort of not going, you can only do one or the other. So that doesn't seem too bad. Can I fill in engage at all? I think this is the same problem as last time.
I suppose that what it's getting at, this bit of the story here, is that you eventually become a family together when you leave?
Maybe, yeah. And no, I would need 1 extra point to put in another thing and engage. Should I risk it with the 3, or should I re-roll my 1, 2, and 3?
I would re-roll.
Let's re-roll our 1, 2, and 3. We got a 2, 3, and 5. So that is pretty good, because we can get another fully positive filled out.
Which gives us another 2 and a ticket out.
That is the same text again. And then should I risk it on the...
I would actually say no, and I would go and do something else.
Yeah, because it's a safe action. There won't be any negative consequences, but yeah.
Really? What makes you say that?
Oh, sorry, I went into the wrong thing. There's no negative energy, negative condition. It just means we'd only get 1.
Okay.
Because I'm like, the other thing I want to do is...
Isn't there like mushroom stuff or something?
That's a ticker that we're waiting for is the thing. So I've been happy to do this stuff. The Yannick one is a dangerous action, so I would rather just save better rules for that.
Okay.
So yeah, if we can fill in...
It's your game, you can do what you want.
Yeah, because even if I get 2 1s, I'll finish this today with these 2
Just what if you babysit her badly?
We'll probably get the neutral outcome, let's see. We got the negative outcome.
Mina is crying when Lem leaves and refuses to talk to you. The hours crawl by, and you are desperate to get out when Lem finally returns.
Is that just that she didn't want him to go? That's not our bad babysitting then. She's just sad that he's going. Just like, she seems very young.
Okay, I'm just saying we could have avoided it.
We'll roll again with the 3 to finish. We did get the 1, so we'll just get to finish it. 1 more. Bear with it. We got the neutral. Mina leads you on a winding tour of the block, chatting to the neighbours and collecting snacks. For a while, you forget about everything else. That sounds lovely. How's that neutral? But we did it.
She's asleep,
whispers Lem, creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You are perched at a thin bar in the main room, the slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spent together. There's a ring, the only world Mina has known, with stick figures standing along its edge. The tall one is you. Are we tall? I guess we must be.
Drink?
Asks Lem, producing a worn-looking bottle of Girol from under the bar, its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Sure, we'll have a drink, why not? It's been a long day, I'm assuming. Lem nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers, then sits down with you at the bar.
Cheers.
He offers, and you clink the metal containers together. All these people we're having drinks with.
You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around.
Lem gives you a sideways look.
I made the assembly team on the sidereal.
Very nice. He grins broadly. Clearly he has been desperate to tell you. All cycle. Amazing, or we knew it. Amazing. Lem holds up his drink.
Couldn't have done it without you keeping an eye on little Meanie back there.
Lem shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable.
How's our girl doing, Sleeper? I haven't seen much of her these past cycles.
but she's doing great. A little tricky. She misses her father. Probably that one. Lem looks away.
Yeah.
He says to no one in particular. The silence stretches out as Lem takes a drink, his eyes fixed on the bedroom door. She's great. Are you okay? Should we continue to tell him she's alright, or should we ask how he is, do you think?
I would ask him how he is, yeah.
Yeah. You okay? He nods.
I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine.
Did you steal a child, Lem? No, hopefully not. He gazes into the middle distance.
She's actually been bitten by Dracula. Sorry, no. I pulled her off a Refuge shuttle out... Let's try that again. I pulled her off a Refuge shuttle out by one of Ember's moons. The colony was falling apart for decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing.
Ah.
Eventually, some of the residents tried to make for the eye on those decrepit old shuttles.
He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler.
They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here. Everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapons locker.
Jeez.
She was ice cold when I reached her. Purple lips.
He shivers.
Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her.
He takes a drink.
Still not sure why.
He reaches over and refills his cup.
We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand. We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit. Got us dumped here.
Ah, Conway. We've got you saved her and her family. You saved her.
I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but...
He sighs.
She saved me. That's the truth of it.
He looks around the decaying unit, its stained plastic plating and flickering lights.
Me. I brought her to this. She was tiny, too small to know what she lost, but I can't stop thinking about it.
He rubs his eyes, dark with tiredness.
What if our number doesn't come up in the crew, Sleeper? What then? The Sidereal will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her?
You'll make it. She'll manage or stay silent.
Like a monster.
You'll make it. We'll make sure you make it. You'll make it.
Sorry, I know you don't have it any better.
He looks at his cup and pushes it away down the bar.
This is a celebration, right? Both of us on the team now. Both of us in with a chance.
Together and exactly.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say, we all win. Together! Imagine all three of us riding the sidereal horizon out of here to a new world.
He looks into his glass for a moment.
I think I drank this too fast.
He laughs. Lem stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash.
I need some sleep, friend.
We've got me too, and see you around. See you around, Lem.
All right then.
He catches your shoulder as you turn to leave.
Thank you, Sleeper. I mean it. From both of us.
He pats your shoulder and you slip out into the dark of the walkway with thoughts of little Mina in your mind. We completed a drive. So I guess is that fine? I don't know if we'll need to help him a bit more later. I suppose we'll find out.
No dice.
No.
We could buy some scraps. We still don't have enough to upgrade, do we? Not to the last...
Yeah.
Oh, no, we do.
I'm partially tempted to give myself another +2, but it depends what the next, what is patrolling Yannick's ward? What does that actually use? That is also engage. Yeah, because that's probably what we're going to do next.
What?
So let's fully level up engage as well. And then feasibly we only need, 10 more points to fully level up everything, because it's 2 and then 3 and then 2 and then 3.
Yeah?
But I don't know if the game is really built towards you maximizing.
There's only 3 things to do. in your
Yes,
drives.
but we don't have one for doing the next episode yet.
No.
No, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's fine. But yeah, let's go to sleep.
Oh, those dice are crap.
They are rather. There really isn't anything
Dice
here.
suck.
So this whole thing is the ship. Huh.
Vast.
It is quite big, yeah, compared to everything else. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to hear more from them, or
It's bigger than that, it's large.
if I will have to actually pursue the getting a place on the ship. But for now, we're going to swap to the
Are we? Oh, okay.
Well, because there's nothing else I can do that I feel like I want to do
I guess.
right now. This is going all the way back to, we're doing the Yatagan Insider, we're doing the Doctor's Quest.
Yes.
So we are patrolling the block. We now have that +2 to engage.
Which makes that 4 or 6.
We'll at least get the positive for patrolling the massive block at the centre of the low end, made up of layers and layers of units. Patrolling this vertical city is a challenge.
Working. Factories, restaurants, surgeries, schools. The layers of the block are rich with stories and problems to solve. You are starting to learn them all.
We are. That was the positive one. We got the +++, so we're already halfway there to Yannick's trust.
Reroll?
Yes, I do believe it's
How's
probably
those
more
dice suck?
sensible. We got 2 2s and 2 1s. Yes, that's
still
much
got a 2.
better.
Hmm.
I suppose I can just use up the good dice. We are filling in Yannick's trust. Yannick is a strange creature, but he seems to understand the value of hard work. We'll gain his trust in time. That time is hopefully now. Give us the positive. We did it. We have the full trust.
You almost laugh when you see it. The same small recorder stuck to a different wall this time. Written across the fluorescent tape is that familiar word, sleeper. You grab it quickly.
Rabia says sorry.
Sabine's voice sparks up once again.
She said she didn't have time to brief you before setting you up with the old man. I'm sure you've got the play by now, earn his trust, work the block. Then we need you to get into his office.
A pause.
It's risky, but obviously you are the only one of us he doesn't already know. Either way, we need to locate the link to S&ARP.
You hear a shout in the background of the recording.
Rabia says, be careful.
Sabine continues.
The data suggests there's some relay processing the implant data and sending it to S&ARP, but we can't lock down its position.
Or relay?
Yes, I did say it slightly strangely. Either he is moving it, or it's moving itself, or it is rerouting through other relays. We can't understand it. Maybe you can find some details on it in his office. Once he trusts you, you should be able to get close enough to get in the office. You'll only get one shot.
The recording creaks and whines.
That's the final piece of the puzzle to end this.
A pause.
Good luck, sleeper.
You don't have to pause as well.
I like doing it. It's dramatic. I'm sorry too. Be safe.
The recording clicks off, leaving you in silence. You pocket the recorder, just in case, and walk away. Looks like it is up to you.
No pressure. So we now have Yadigan's office available, the Yadigan Elder's office. This is going to be an Intuit.
Yes, it's find the relay.
Should I risk it with a 3 or should I try tomorrow?
What's a 3 do? I thought that was positive or positive. No, it's positive or neutral. I mean, it's not going to be negative, so yeah, you might as well.
Yeah. So we're going to find the relay. This is a critical action. One chance, one opportunity.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying should I do it tomorrow?
We'll get relay located or relay located, so I don't think it matters.
Yannick has asked you to collect his medicine from his office. Now is the only chance to find that S&ARP relay. Let's input the dice. Our 3 is now a 5. Let's start the action. Positive outcome.
Relay located. You spot the countermeasure on the drawer moments before you touch it. This has to be it, but you can't rush it.
No rushing here.
You look at the countermeasure on the drawer. It looks like some kind of shock trap. If you'd grabbed the drawer, you'd likely have thousands of volts running through your system right now. You wince. Once you find the anchor points, it comes away easily enough. You prise it from the drawer quickly and quietly, then listen for footsteps in the corridor outside. Nothing. All clear for now. You slide the drawer open, looking for other countermeasures that might be inside, expecting to see a chunk of tech, the relay. But as you slip it open, all you see is a handful of wires and an empty implant cradle.
It's the relay in an implant. That would explain why it's always moving.
Is this some kind of mistake? You freeze for a moment, unsure what to do next. Why keep an implant cradle so carefully guarded? You remember Yannick having an implant, a small plate on the side of his head, just above his ear. You assumed it was for hearing or vision. Those shimmering glasses of his come back to you in your memory, his strange movements, his speech. You look again at the cradle and there it is, printed on the frame. Proprietary technology. Property of S&ARP.
Yeah, like he's waiting because someone else is telling him what to say maybe, or saying that it's okay to go ahead.
Rabia said the relay moved, that they couldn't get a fix on it. What if Yannick was the relay? The thought hits you like a shock. Yannick, with a remote relay implanted in his head, networked to every single implanted enforcer in the low end. A shudder runs through you. Is he even in control? Or has S&ARP wormed its way into the man? Could he even be considered separate from the corporation itself? You think of your own legal status as proprietary technology, a puppet with cut strings. Time to cut Yannick's strings, then. You reach around inside the cradle and find it, a remote connection, a tiny bead of a transmitter likely controlling the link to S&ARP. There it is. You pause for a moment. Then you squeeze it, snap it from the frame, and it crumples, sparks, and dies. It takes a moment before the shouts come, before the scream, and you are already on your way out, down the corridor, down through the unit that serves as the lobby to Yannick's office. Then, out onto the walkway where Yannick lies still, enforcers gathered around him, bemused.
Oh, do we approach or do we leave?
Yeah.
I mean, it's our job to be here. Isn't it weirder if we ran away?
I don't know, unless we ran up going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and then left.
Yeah, I don't think,
That'd be weird.
Yeah, let's approach.
You push through the crowd and there he is, still, crumpled. You arrange him a little, lie him down properly, feeling how thin his body is under the suit.
Oh, I feel slightly bad now. He's just a little old man.
You wonder how long he has been like this, just a little guy. A puppet for S&ARP. With the connection cut, nothing remains but his body, which means that Yannick the man was gone a long time before now.
Ah, so he wasn't really there anymore anyway. That's terrifying.
You place a hand on his chest. You are sorry for him, but it is done now. And you did not kill this man. You've seen enough. The connection is cut, and whatever Yannick was, or had become, is gone.
Jeez.
Your anger is a hard core in your chest, and all of it is focused on S&ARP.
That got real serious. So we have what I'm assuming is a ticker in Rabia's office now, the aftermath. The low end is wild with stories about Yannick's death. You are still waiting for Rabia to get in touch, but you trust that she will.
In fact, you trust that she will in about 4 cycles.
In about 4 cycles. So that finished the Yannick's Ward sort of quest line. So just to work there.
I don't know, one of those was like steel or something?
Yeah, we could get random items.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's another way to get scrap or shipmined parts, so let's check in on the other side, because I think...
Break on through.
The Rico's Groves, the growing the gardener's gift is like, that's been going for a while. That's still going to take...
About 4 cycles.
Yes, 4 more days. Do we actually have anything growing in the... Oh, yes, we do. We could pull out this last thing with R2 to be safe. Because I don't think there's anything else for us to do here, really. Other than, yes, we're going to start the coordinates. But that's probably what I want to buy 2 scrap for.
Chair.
Let's go and do that.
Chair. Wee.
Because I'm like, are they leaving soon?
Every time I see the eye, I have to stop myself from going lidless, wreathed in flame.
Oh, I always go like the hub of the wheel one instead.
Oh, I am the hub of the wheel, the still turning center of the blah blah blah.
I just happened to get a shipmine fragment that time.
Oh,
I wanted scrap. I need 2 scrap. Okay, there we go. Random scrap. Oh, you know what? I might as well fill out my allowance.
random scrap.
And
Random
also
scrap.
still managed to get another shipment.
Which you can sell for something.
I guess. Well, because I'm like, well, I don't know how much it will give me if I do sell it.
Because it doesn't tell you.
Oh. Yeah, it just doesn't tell us. But I know I can
It will if you sell it.
build another ship mind and get,
Crazy cash.
yeah, 150 for selling a ship mind is actually quite generous. So we have that 2 scrap that we need to continue with the DLC after we have rested up, because with
Yes.
1 dice that would be kind of be silly.
It's the sequel to Scrap.
I
2 scrap,
suppose I
2
could
serious.
fully pull out my last harvest mushrooms. We got the neutral outcome.
Plus fungal yield.
We got 2-0.
You ever had a fungal yield? Yeah, you get the idea.
And I think we already set ourselves up so that we could just
Germinate.
input more spores and have that ticking away as well. Because we genuinely don't have a lot to do with our time, but there's still stuff we are waiting on. There we go. And then that now will also be ticking down. 4 days. Everything's taking 4 days here.
4 days later.
Yeah. But I guess let's go to sleep at the Haifa commune. End the cycle. There we go. We're up down to 4 dice. Lots of things are ticking over.
Got 4 dice already.
Should I just do the cordon, do you think? And start the next chapter?
Have you got nothing else to spend dice on?
Everything else is waiting. We're waiting on Rico, we're waiting on Rabia. The only other thing, like I said, is the sidereal thing. Will their quest only tick over if I also fill this in? Because it's not timing down itself.
No. So yeah, you probably do need
We
to
have to do this.
pop some stuff in there occasionally.
Well, because I'm a bit worried again if I start the next DLC that it will go like, you just need to be able to focus on this.
Yeah, probably.
The next episode. So yeah, we could just fill this in. That might be sensible. So we are a qualified junior tech. We are handling the tech fit up of the bridge for the vast colony ship.
You spend the shift in a flow state, linking systems to systems like thread on a loom. Your mind is a diagram of cause and effect.
Ooh, very fancy. We got +2 that time. And I think you get 15 cryo regardless.
You spend the shift in a flow state.
Yeah, as we said, it's the same again. We can just bash through these.
You spend the shift in a flow state.
Did we get the neutral on this time?
You spend
No,
the
that's
shift in
still
a
the
flow
positive.
state. Your mind is a diagram of... I don't know what that means. Isn't that just like an arrow? Your mind is an arrow. It points to things.
I guess, sure. I don't mind bashing through this while we wait for the other conclusions for the other things.
And if you could just use 100% of your brain, you'd be a normal person. Because we do use all of it.
Yeah, I don't actually know much about that, how much of a myth
Oh, because it's this,
right.
you only use this much of your brain. A number I pulled out of my arse.
Fair enough.
Like, the fact that you don't use all of your brain at once is fine. Well, use all of it, like, doing different
bits
things.
Of it are for different things, yeah, that bit I do know. We're halfway there. Ah, you gave me worse dice that time.
Worse dice.
There's the neutral outcome.
At times it seems the tangled systems will never be laid straight, but linkage by linkage, your team progresses.
Oh, and the one.
You suck.
No,
it's
one
just a
is
neutral
still
outcome
neutral.
again.
Oh, this is going to take a while.
Oh, this is taking forever.
Is that a merchant shippy? Are they innie? So we can also buy a third ship mind fragment and haggle over prices. We could only do that once, okay. And they're off next time. But I have the
When you say you can only do that once, is that literally once or once every time they pop
Yeah,
by?
critical action is literally only once, because we did it and we
Okay.
succeeded. But I'm assuming you can do it and fail and never get the chance to do it again.
Ugh.
Which would be a terrible shame. Yeah. Oh, good money. We had 333 money.
The half the beast?
I guess.
The number of
yeah.
half the beast?
The city over from the beast.
The cousin of the beast?
Because all of this is giving us money, but it's like, thankfully, we don't have to worry about money since like halfway through the game. Because it's not really the sort of thing I want to have to do. It's not been as harsh as I was worried it would be.
Your mind is an arrow.
Mm. I'm surprised we haven't had the negative outcome yet, but...
Your mind is an arrow. Your mind. Arrow.
There we go, and then we've done that in like 3 sleeps, so I don't even think anything is ready, like nothing has ticked over yet. Will it next time?
Yes.
Yes, okay. That'll be nice and tidy then. Right, this should be it.
Another day, another Deutschmark.
Let's just fill it in. And there we go, we did it. The sidereal horizon she is full up.
Your crew slowly filters out of the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There is excitement in the air. Haven had just made an announcement. The assembly teams are done. Sat on the locker room bench, you can feel the sidereal out there, its hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. Over the past cycles, you have watched it grow, be assembled. You have walked through its veins and welded its bones. Now, it is ready for the final stage. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing, checking and rechecking, before it is deemed suitable for its generational trip. But for now, your work is done. You can't help but feel proud. A cough interrupts your thoughts.
It's Lem changing out of his work gear. Mina, nowhere to be seen. He smiles.
She'll be ready soon.
Oh, I know. And where's Mina? I know.
It's exciting, although, if you think about it, we are all out of a job now.
He quickly adds.
Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah, hopefully the hard bit's done and now it's just, decades of maintenance, I suppose. Lem comes to sit beside you on the bench.
She's got to be in her best shape when she carries you, Mina, and me out of here.
So confident? Oh, I'm not so sure. So confident. Lem smiles apologetically.
Why not? I figure I'm due a lucky turn by now.
Yeah, he rubs his hands nervously.
No use in wondering, what if? Until the draw, anyway. And there's a few cycles till then. 4 cycles specifically.
I'm assuming, yeah, Lem is right, but the odds seem unlikely anyway. How many are working in the shipyard? Hundreds? 1,000? You've certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through, and we've only been here for like an hour. And are the Celis Foundation even going to keep their promise out there on the eye? You get the sense that no one will hold them to it. Why else would they be building this sidereal in a surrogate system? As you think, Lem watches you with a worried look. We have Tell Me About Celis, and how's Mina doing? What do you think we should go for?
Well, you're talking about Celis. I'm assuming Mina's fine.
Tell me about Celis.
The Foundation?
He thinks.
I'm not sure I know much more than you. I hear they have a planet in mind for the sidereal, something temperate and habitable. I think they are run by some rich folk from the core, people interested in doing things different.
So you've got different how? The core? I assume you mean like the core planets, so different how.
I mean, they're both the David Hayter response.
Well, because they keep on going like surrogate systems and certain lands. It's like they'll probably be, they'll be core planets. Different how?
Different?
Lem looks into space.
Well, I guess they don't like the way the core runs things, all these surrogate systems like this one, feeding resources into their silos. It's a pyramid of sorts, and we are the bottom layer. I guess Celis wants to change that. I'd rather keep my mind on the prize, so to speak. I don't much care what they are for or against, as long as they can help us get out of here.
He sighs.
You ever been in a thunderstorm, Sleeper? A real big one?
We've got yes, no. We don't remember. I mean, us as we are, I don't think so, no. So no.
Shame.
Lem shakes his head.
The sound, the smell, the rain hammering down, the whole sky stretched out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born, New Pembroke, Pembroke? A dry old rock in a Conway system had 2 seasons. One of them was as dry as bone, dusty, ugly. The other was one long storm, a side effect of the terraforming efforts, they said.
Terraforming gone wrong, more like it.
Rain used to rattle off the roofs like bullets. It washed the dust away, turned the streets to rivers. It'd sing us to sleep and wake us in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. The best day was the one where the first drops fell.
He sniffs.
Some days I wake up swearing I can hear it again. I was thinking, Mina has never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here. The ring her only horizon, always in the dark. I want to change that for her.
We can stay silent, but we are not a monster. We'll say, you will.
Of course. Almost there.
Lem stands, stretching.
Oh, let's get back to the little one anyway. With the shift's done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for a few cycles.
He shoulders his gear.
See you in a few for the draw?
I'll be there, or good luck. I'll be there.
Right on.
He grins. Lem leaves you, making you the last person in the cavernous locker room. As you sit, you think about rain, and a little hope creeps in. Is it possible? Could the sidereal really take you to a planet? A place with weather? With skies? With life? You get up quickly before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon to hope. Too dangerous. There's work to be done. Yes, we now have the ticker down for the sidereal horizon. It is a 6-part cycle clock moving the horizon. Celis are apparently going to start moving the sidereal horizon to the hub soon. That's fair enough. And there it is.
So are you going to save it? Oh, excuse me. Are you going to save it and go with them? And then reload it, or what?
It doesn't really have save states, is the thing.
Oh.
So I assume I also have to say no. We also have a ticker here for the sidereal draw, right? So the draw is much sooner than them taking the ship away. That's 6. This is 3.
That's half of 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading it, sorry. Sidereal draw. Refuge have said it'll be a few cycles until the winners of the draw are announced. You'll have to come back then.
Oh, we will. We will. So yes, our tickers have gone down for everything else. So we have our next thing that has updated. Rabia, the Yatagan lieutenant. Or lieutenant, depending on,
Which side did they have their arms? What? Even before you enter the office, you can hear the sound of Rabia working the heavy bag. She is hammering it, the chain creaking as it shakes with each hit.
What? Oh, like a punching bag? Yes, I think it said last time she has that in her office. She's been like this since...
Sabine doesn't finish the sentence. They are sitting on a stool, looking at the terminal in the corner, searching through the S&ARP data you pulled all those cycles ago.
Oh my god, is she okay? How have you been? You seem she's struggling with the fact that her mentor was probably dead for ages, apparently. That was quite strange. Is she okay? Just angry. We all are, but you have to remember she knew Yannick for a long time.
Sabine glances nervously at Rabia.
What S&ARP did?
Rabia stops punching, and in the silence you can hear her breathing hard. Sabine looks over at her, and you sense something between them. You realise you haven't seen them together since they tried to kill each other in this same unit. A lot has changed since then.
They hooked him up like a puppet.
Rabia hits the bag.
Rigged that thing in his head so they could control him. Pushed the old Yannick out. I don't know why he let them in.
Rabia throws a few more punches.
But it's a lesson. Don't let them in.
Another flurry.
Yadigan shouldn't deal with corporations, and we never will again.
She spits. She comes away from the bag.
At least Yannick's death has been treated as natural. There's a chance we come back from this that Yadigan can hold on, but there are opportunists trying to take control.
Sabine turns to you.
Yes, but now the connection has been broken. I've been looking at removing the trackers from the implants in Yatigan's enforcers. It's a significant job, but I think with time I can do the surgeries.
Rabia walks away from the bag towards the far side of the unit.
Those surgeries will never happen if Yatigan collapses.
She shouts back at Sabine. Clearly, this is a well-worn argument in this unit.
Will Yatigan really collapse? And what now for you? Will Yatigan really collapse? I don't think so, no. Rabia doesn't either.
They look over at her.
At least not when she's calm. What I understand now is that Yatigan can be something if we want it to be. Coming here from S&ARP, from the core worlds, all I saw was a gang, and with Yannick keeping me on a tight leash.
They shudder.
Rabia believes, and I want that belief.
They look unsure.
I also want to be done with S&ARP, but I doubt they are done with me.
They glance away, rubbing their shoulders.
We've got, are you and Rabia?
Lesbians.
Oh, I hope you are right. I mean, I'm not sure we should ask that, but I also want to ask that. No input. I hope you are right. Me too.
They smile.
I've been wanting to say...
Sabine begins nervously.
I'm sorry that I didn't tell you when where I came from. I know I've apologized before, but I want to again.
They pause.
Properly. When I leaked the data on the sleeper program, it was to try to help people like you.
They grit their teeth.
But after all the cycles here, being pushed down, pushed around, trying to survive, all that got away from me. So when you turned up, it shook me up.
They run a hand through their hair.
But I ended up here, so...
They look at Rabia.
Oh, of course.
They reach into a pocket and take out a handful of vials.
These are the last of the case. You can have them.
They drop them into your hands.
Oh, so there was a finite amount, but until I did this. And after I did this quest, maybe it would have been infinite technically until we did this. After these last few, I don't know what we can do with the S&ARP connection broken.
They look down.
But I know there are other ways. Repairs, other pharmaceuticals. I even heard there are some labs out on the Greenway. Boy, are we way ahead of that, Sabine. It's just because we left. I thought the Yadigan thing would start like a totally different quest. I didn't realise it was the doctor quest. Anyway, perhaps they can help.
They meet your eye.
I'm sorry I can't do more. We can stay silent, but of course, thank you for everything.
They look away, their eyes bright with tears. Rabia crosses back to you both and sits beside Sabine. They look at each other, and you can't help but smile at the idea of them together as lesbians.
Yeah, there you go. What are you two plotting?
Rabia grins. Sabine laughs, and the sound is a welcome one. You watch the two of them teasing each other and smile.
Yeah.
Later, when you leave, you take that handful of vials out of your pocket and look at them. You can still feel that core of anger deep down inside, and you don't know if it will ever leave. But S&ARP doesn't own you anymore. They can't. Because this place, these people, own you. They are what makes you get up every cycle. They are what keeps you breathing. You put the vials away and walk through the low end, your senses tuned to every sight, every smell and every sound, soaking it all in, living.
There we go. We'd finished another drive. We helped Rabia, helped Sabine, finished off Yannick. We now have 4 stabilizers. We had 1, so it gave us the 3 on top. Yeah, we could never do anything else with Castor. But I guess, yeah, is that going to be the last way that S&ARC can track us? Because yes, Sabine's quest was sort of going, we've let her go, but she can't get any further and we know exactly where she is, so does it really matter? Yeah. But yes, next up is Rico, the commune botanist. She had an old lady voice. You were doing it last time.
Okay. Just
to warn you. Rico has something in her hands when you enter the lab. It looks like a knotted twist of woody stems, a ring about the circumference of a human head, consisting of a single stalk on one side and a branched, woven network at the other. As you approach, she holds it up, and in the lights of the lab it looks like...
a crown.
Rico finishes your thought. She smiles and shakes her head in disbelief. But is that what grew? And really? Is that what grew?
It is. I came to the plant this morning, and this loop was all that was there.
She points to a lump on the edge of the ring.
The seed grew right back into itself, twisted up out of the soil. That thing you encountered in the cloud, as you call it, was it wearing one of these?
She eyes you suspiciously, still unsure if she is somehow embroiled in an overlong prank. No, and it doesn't work like that. No. She sighs.
I suppose that would be too easy.
She smiles to herself.
A root crown.
She places the object on the bench and shuffles to her analysis terminal, her face lit by its amber light in the dim corner of the lab.
Well, it isn't exactly a plant anyway. Not from what I can tell.
She gives you a serious look.
No leaves, no chloroplasts, just a series of filaments encased in cellulose walls.
Filaments?
See, that's why I like you, Sleeper. You're so good at spotting the unusual details.
Thank you. She beckons you over.
Look at this.
You see a cross-section scan of the crown. Its layers of plant-like structure. Its layers of plant-like structure on full view until you reach the center. There, instead of xylem and phloem for transporting nutrients, something branched and woven glints. Are those wires or metal? Are those wires?
I'm not sure whether to say yes or no here. These are not wires like those in an electrical system, but they are filaments of a conductive material, so yes?
She leans closer to the screen.
But you see those branches? They remind me of dendrites, of neurons.
She rubs her eyes.
Which is frankly ridiculous.
You look back at the crown on the table as Rico fusses over the scans, and you suddenly realize what it reminds you of. You remember signing the forms, the walk to the sleeper tanks, the cold metal floor. Then you remember the crown they fitted you with, the branching structure of wires and pads. No, not a crown. They called it an interface. The tool of your emulation, your transference from neurons to electrons. An interface. That is your gift from the gardener. You turn back to Rico. It's an interface. Rico looks at you, puzzled. Something clicks in her mind. Perhaps something she heard from the sleeper she had helped all those cycles ago. She starts talking, partly to you, partially to herself.
If the club heads were made for you, then this tool could be made for you. For your frame.
She shuffles over quickly to the interface, a word that is stuck to this strange branched object quickly in your mind.
You are right. That entity, it is the entity I have been looking for.
She shuffles quickly to the crown.
They are the entity which is controlling the Greenway, which has been maintaining it, supporting it, and has been guiding it for all these decades.
She stops to catch her breath.
They want to talk with you.
Okay. Rico leads you to a seat.
I will be here, Sleeper. If something happens, if you wish me to remove the crown, the interface, just squeeze.
She grips your hand tightly.
I'm like a pixel phone.
An old-style pixel phone. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You meet her eyes, clouded with age, but bright with the thrill of new discoveries. Then she places the interface on your head, and everything blinks out.
She still doesn't look that old.
As you pointed out, she dyes her hair. The cloud, in the data ghost of the eye, yes, we're back digitally, back into the river, back into the dark flow. But something is different now. You are no longer pushed, no longer blocked and buffeted by the storm. Instead, it flows around you. You move and it parts, letting you pass. Something else resists, but it gives easily enough. You look back and see your body. You have left it behind. Somewhere, Rico's voice is talking to you, asking you questions. It is excited, eager, desperate to know what lies on the other side, what the entity has to say to you. You realize how long she has waited for this moment, for the moment of meeting between the inhabitants of the Greenway and its protector, and yet she is still on the outside. You shake off the sadness. You will be her eyes. Then you see the figure, the gardener, out in the storm, planting. Here we see the gardener.
It's a lovely picture there.
The ingrown farm administrator. And they sort of have a crown, they sort of have a halo, or it could be a moon eclipse behind her, it could be anything.
That could be a Claire Obscure.
Very true, very true.
It takes less than a moment to reach them. You have never felt so free. This is how Navigator must have felt released from their prison. This, you think, is what it feels like to be in the place you were built to inhabit. Gardener does not turn at your approach, they go on planting, but their voice whispers in the waters like a sharply rising current. So here's Michaela doing a sharply rising current sound. Here we go.
You grew the gift.
That's pretty good. Their speech hisses around you.
Good, I am glad.
We've got I wanted to meet you, or who are you?
We know
Which is
what
obvious,
they are.
it's Gardner, it's
says,
the ingrown
so
farm administrator, duh.
We wanted to meet you. Then we are the same, both eager shoots seeking one another. How does it feel to be free of your seed?
First of all, ew. Sorry, no. They stoop to plant again.
My seed, or good? My seed. That in which you were contained, from which you will grow. There was some disagreement,
Continues Gardner, as if you were picking up on a long-held conversation.
with the others. They felt you were a danger, but they are always cautious, especially the fungi. They like old loam, known knowns, and wide and stable networks.
We have the fun guy were cautious. I don't know, they seem like they're fun guys to me, or I don't understand.
Mostly, yes, although there are many among their number who favour short growth cycles, thick nutrient veins, and sudden shifts.
He gestures out into the storm, and though you cannot see them, you feel presences all around, sensing this audience with great interest.
After all, they understood that it was I who made them their crowns, and without them they would have not joined the chorus. So, they see that it is only fair that you get your chance to join too.
Join? Or you made more crowns?
You made more crowns? I made them all.
Gardner moves away a little, looking for another planting spot.
It was so lonely here, but before long I found them and began to let them in.
Gardner stoops again.
We are millions, and we grow. I hope you understand. I am unused to speaking to your kind. It has been many cycles since my last conversation. I think it was with Chief Executive Trellick himself.
You look around and see it. Every growing thing, every non-human being in the Greenway is here. They are networked, connected, branched and linked by this strange being, this artifact of the old station. The impossible dream of a senile farm administration AI, a living network.
Cool.
You could dissolve here, you realise, free of that decaying body. You wouldn't need to be a person, why would you, among all these other minds?
I mean, it sounds a bit like you'd be a collective rather than an individual anymore, though, but...
Yeah, I think that's what happens when the walls around the self collapse.
Yes?
And what happens then is that you kind of turn to a sort of soda-like consistency, and then you intermingle with all of the others, now that your absolute terror fields have collapsed. And you become human instrumentality, because the doors of Gorf open, which is where the souls come from. Oh, sorry. You turn away from Gardner for a moment and look back at your body. A tiny hairline thread connects you to it. You hear Rico's voice again, still asking, still checking in. Are you okay, Sleeper? What are they saying, Sleeper? Are you still there? Something in you sighs a long sigh. A sigh that speaks of an exhaustion beyond tiredness, an exhaustion rooted deep inside you. It stems from the effort of answering questions, of answering problems, of getting up and breathing each cycle. But something else resists the sigh, a yearning, a sense of distance, a desire to squeeze that hand that holds you for its warmth, its blood, its complexity. To make a gesture that says, I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm with you. The two ideas spin within you, making you nauseous. Inside us, there are two ideas.
If you break that thread, you will be free. Free to dissolve here, to grow strange and beautiful among a million others. If you follow it, if you squeeze Rico's hand, you will wake up back in that dying body with all the pain and warmth that entails. Now is the moment to choose. Yes, this is another ending we've reached.
Do we break the thread and become one with all of the other things here?
I'm not gonna leave my body behind, because it the way it's sort of describing it doesn't feel like you're yourself anymore. And yes, it's the pain and warmth of our dying body. We're all dying bodies. We go on living. We have shit to do.
Yes, but in this infinite void, every decision we make creates a new limitation. So, if we say there is ground beneath us, then it's another Evangelion reference, really.
Also, sort of wondering, it's like, can't Rico come in and be here instead?
She'd probably appreciate it more.
Yeah, that's the thing. But no, I think we're going to stay in our body. I don't think we want to become.
We don't want to be fun guys.
A strange part of the conglomerate natural cloud, and it doesn't quite feel like we'd be ourselves anymore. So,
follow the thread is what you want then.
Follow it, squeeze
back to our body.
Yeah. You sure?
That's the right option, yes. Or if that's what you want to do, yes.
I want to go back to my body. I'm just making sure
I
know the wording is correct, yeah. So let's go back.
Your eyes track the thread across the whirling dark back to your body. This choice, you realise, will not be presented again.
Yes, it's a one-time thing, but we are following it. Follow it.
You don't look back at the gardener. You don't dare risk it. Instead, you follow the thread, delicately, carefully, like a diver following their lifeline back to the surface. The river whirls around you, but it doesn't pull, it isn't jealous, neither does it understand. It is, after all, just a river. It isn't a person, a flesh and blood person with wants, with desires, with the capacity for love and hate.
Yeah, to me that sounds like we wouldn't really be ourselves anymore if we had broken the thread.
It doesn't understand you, and you don't understand it. So you don't focus on it, you don't think about it, on what feels like such a long journey back through the dark. You set your mind on eyes instead, on hands, things you can focus on, hold on to. And then, after an age of crossing, you are there, settling back into the chair, into a body in a chair, and the overwhelming sensations that come with being a living thing with a rich and detailed sensorium. Because you're still a robot, right?
Yeah. For a moment, you feel like you have made a terrible mistake. Who would choose this weight, this anxiety, this deep well at the center of existence? But then you feel it. Rico's hand gripped hard around yours, trembling a little, sweating a little. Rico's hand with its brittle bones and crumpled skin. Rico's hand. And in that moment, you understand why you made this choice. And then you squeeze Rico's hand and you wake up. Should we skip this set of credits now? Because that is technically an ending that you can get, and we would stop being able to play there again, is my understanding. But you'd get different speech.
That's just what a 400% sync ratio means.
I see.
It means you can't come back.
We're going to hit continue this time. We're really loading in all the endings.
Except for the ones we're not seeing, because they're the other options.
Yes, yeah. I want to see the rest of the game.
Sleeper?
Rico's voice comes wavering through the dark.
Are you still with me?
You sit up, the lab a bright green glare that fades as you gather yourself.
Present.
We're here. Rico smiles.
Good.
She squeezes your hand.
I thought you'd left me for a moment. What?
She pauses.
Who?
She smiles.
Tell me about it. Tell me everything.
Why would we tell her nothing? Tell her the truth. Tell her everything. You tell Rico everything. You tell her about the gardener, that strange farm administrator AI that has grown to be so much more, about the chorus, that impossible configuration of networked plants, and finally about the choice the gardener offered you. She listens attentively, but her responses are hard to read, and you wonder if she might have made a different decision had she been in your place. I mean, she's dying in a much more straightforward way than we are. She's just quite old.
Yeah, she's using a box of it. to make it the brown. Thank you, Sleeper, for telling me. I know it isn't easy to say such things. People so often do not wish to hear strange truths.
She looks away.
And thank you for returning to me, though I know you had your own reasons.
She squeezes your hand reassuringly. Something passes between you then, a kind of shared sadness for the impossible choice. The choice to escape your body or to stay and suffer it. Her smile is warm and generous, and whatever the wisdom of your choice, you are glad to feel welcome in this moment, in this place. Then, suddenly, she stands and walks a little away, as if trying to escape an unpleasant thought. You worry that she knows all too well what it takes to make a choice like you did. Rico sighs.
So, Sleeper, do you plan to stay in the commune with us?
We have other things to do. We plan to, and for a while. I have other things to do, as usual. I also said the same thing to Moritz. Rico raises an eyebrow.
Well, be careful at least. We will miss you here.
She pauses.
I will miss you.
Rico crosses back over to you and takes one of your hands in both of hers.
Just make sure to think of us out here. Hyphen needs new blood if it wants to survive. And
she squeezes.
You are a good friend.
Oh, look after yourself, Rico.
And you, Sleeper. Well, don't let me keep you.
Rico waves you away and limps back to her terminal. As she does, you notice the crown in her hand, and she places it on the bench with great care. You can't help but feel a little curious about what she intends to do with it. I hope she uses it and tries to get in there herself.
Then you are out, breathing the air of the greenway, fresh as a spring morning. The dappled light makes a patchwork of the greening landscape, and you walk into it, sensing the movements of the gardener's chorus all around. And you are glad to be here in this strange and beautiful place a little longer.
Yeah. We did it. I'm assuming that has sort of closed that off. We can still continue to synthesize more of the stabilizer if we need to with 2 club heads. But yeah, that's it there for now. Was there anything else we were waiting, ticking away? That's sort of more immediate? I don't think there is there?
No.
Because there's the...
I mean, if we're getting all the endings, there's a fair chance you are just at the end of the game now.
I do feel, yeah, like I'm getting that. Obviously, we're waiting for this to tick over 3, and then, oh, that's turned, yeah. Is that going to slowly move until it leaves? I'm also a little suspicious of this, that they're going to take, like, barely anyone with them, and it's going to be quite nasty.
We also have upgrades available, but I doubt we can actually buy anything.
No, we need 2 points at the minimum. And I'm sort of assuming it will end in a, one of us will get a ticket, and only one of us can go. Obviously, I'm going to give it to the guy, because what else would I do? Is there anything to do in here? There's no ticker for... Let's just gather scrap. So, since we have so much waiting to do from everything else, let's input our scrap for passage. We had the 2 pieces. You hand over the scrap and squeeze into the crowded shuttle. Time to head to the flotilla.
Time to head.
Oh, I can now just continue down.
To the flotilla.
Yes, I can get a good look at it. So this is just a jumble of ships that we're sort of being told, no, you just have to kind of wait there. Because I'm like, I don't know what a flotilla is. Is it a ship term?
I thought it was like a giant Japanese dinosaur-looking thing, and it has like lights along its back, and then it spits lightning.
No, that's Godzilla, I think.
Oh, right. No, I think flotilla's just a collection of ships, yeah.
Okay, here is the flotilla, the refugee fleet. So we have a bunch of things here to do. On the left, we can haul supplies. This
What's a
is
flotilla?
an interaction. Getting the necessary supplies to each ship to meet their needs is a huge task. Joining the hauling teams is the simplest thing you can do to help. This is nice then, so we can help them now.
A small fleet of ships or boats.
Yeah.
Like we said.
We also have damage control.
The wave hit systems more than anything, especially those on the ships, so there's 1,000 tiny repair jobs to be done.
Technically, this would be the better action for us. It's both only risky. We'd only be losing
We have a +2. That's the more
energy and
important
not
bit.
condition, but yes, we also have the +2 to interface. So both of these are going to fill up the flotilla's friend.
Why does the game stutter sometimes?
I don't know if that's... because it does seem
It's
to
not
happen
our sound,
most
it's like
in this.
the space field pauses at the same time the sound stops, so it's not us.
I have occasionally felt like, especially with the interface, it feels like it should be a PC game.
Well, not much difference really between
yes.
consoles and PCs now.
Shifting ship systems and social structures, the only way to navigate the flotilla is by rolling up your sleeves and helping out. So let's
Really?
get
You
in
can't
there.
just walk? Okay.
We'll use the 3 and then re-roll the other 2.
Yeah.
Let's do some damage control. We got the positive outcome. ++ to flotilla's friends. We rebooted tanker's proximity controls, keeping it from drifting into other ships. The occupants are impressed and won't stop thanking you. Let's re-roll. One of those is pretty good.
The other's pants.
We'll do the 100% positive one.
You
That's the
rebooted
same
tanker's
again.
proximity
Yep.
controls.
It's the positive, and then let's see if we get the neutral or negative.
Oh, the positive? We might get the positive again. We could get the positive.
Yeah, we got the neutral. You work on the life support of the biggest tanker, expanding capacity and opening up more bays and bulkheads to move refugees into. So we will most assuredly finish this on our next night. Just curious, actually. Also, how's our apiary ticking over? Is it just ready to rock? Yes. How many mushrooms did we need to cook mushrooms? I think we did do it once, just to make sure. Way back when. That the, where is it? The Bantanyan. That was it.
Yes, we can cook Matsutake caps or Girol caps.
Let's cook our Girol caps. We haven't exactly mastered the art of cooking mushrooms, but a couple of handfuls of fried Girols always beats expired rations.
This is just going to feed us, which we need as well.
Yeah, just
so
to clear
fine.
up our inventory a little as well.
Plus energy, -2 Girol caps. The mushrooms release their liquid as they cook, making for a fragrant and delicious dish.
Delicious. And then, I don't know, at some point we might be able to make more stabilizer with that one club head. Yeah, let's just go to sleep.
End the cycle.
If I can select just the middle one.
End the cycle.
Please, how do I get to the middle
End the
one?
cycle. You have to complete active scenes to end the cycle.
Oh, that is still active.
Look around. I mean, you've got quite a lot to roam on now.
Yeah, I think we have like pretty much the full.
Because it could be up as well. Although
Yeah, I'll have
feels
a
more likely
check
it's
in
somewhere
a
along here, right?
second.
Oh, you haven't checked the cloud as well. It could be.
It is
no, there we
here.
go. It's peak.
Oh yes, you're right. I'm curious if we have a cloud or if it's still a. Because we said no.
Okay.
Because I did check the seed one because I'm like, when is this going to happen? It just does just end the game if you become a body in network. But yes, sorry, I suppose because we half filled this up. So we're getting an update from Peak, the cautious spacer.
As you walk into the Bay of the Climbing Briar, the familiarity of the space overcomes any trepidation. It feels good to be back, and the return feels earned, especially after all the work it took to figure out a route through the flotilla's jumble of ships that might lead you to this blue streak. You see Esh and Peak immediately, sitting at the back of the bay, deep in conversation. Their closeness causes you to stop, suddenly aware that you might be interrupting something private. Peak is explaining something forcefully as Ash stares out into the middle distance, hunched over. She suddenly spots
Is
you.
she being scolded by any chance? Sleeper!
Ash nods.
Didn't quite turn out like we hoped, right? I'm just glad you're alive. You could have been murdered for all I know.
Peak stops and glances between the two of you, the tension rising.
Maybe if you'd flown better. The plan was always risky. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, the plan was just risky as far as I could tell, no matter what, so we'll take the...
Okay.
No, you don't think so?
No, you can go for that one if you want.
The plan was always risky. For me, more than you.
Ash shakes her head.
Maybe if you'd spent less time trying to question it, things would have gone better. Dear God, Ash.
Peak looks nervous.
It has worked out.
They appeal to you.
The flux event knocked the entire cordon system offline. The flotilla is free and Havenage are backing off.
Got a flux event, or that's not a good thing, Peak.
Yeah, I'm like, flux event? Is that what... Did you believe us that something happened in the end? That's what the refugees are calling it.
Peak explains that they're calling it the... Flevent. I've decided.
Apparently that's what they called it when it started happening around Ember. What exactly is happening? What exactly is happening? Hard to tell. It's some kind of disruptive wave that only affects electrical systems.
Peak chips in about the Flevent.
Typically systems are screened against radiation and interference, but this seems to be dulled, but not stopped by those defenses. The crisis continues. The cordon may be down, but this brings a whole other set of problems. You should tell them, Ash.
Peak glances at her.
Please.
Ash doesn't respond. Tell you what? You stare at her back, waiting for a response.
Also assuming, like, things affecting electrical systems is bad for us, right? Like,
I mean,
us personally.
Not necessarily, because I'd assume that, well, because people are electrical systems as well, in a
I
sense.
guess, yeah, because we are clearly semi-organic. We could eat and drink and...
That's what I mean.
have
I'm not sure it's like,
injections.
oh, there's something going on. Oh, this will affect robots especially. I'm not sure it's a bigger, problem.
Please, Ash, haven't they shown they can be trusted?
Peak nods towards you. Ash turns, her arms folded tightly across her chest. She goes to start and then stops. You can see the anger in her eyes, but you realise it's not directed at you or at anyone else. She is angry with herself.
Exactly. I brought weapons to the flotilla, and now Havenage has them. Ah, you did have weapons.
You suddenly remember the sleek crates that were tucked into the bay, marked with a yellow sigil. The ones Ash told you were just supplies.
Havenage, what were you thinking? I was thinking that if the cordon wasn't going to be lifted, the refugees would need something to change that.
She stares at you defiantly.
Would you rather they just stayed quiet and died like good citizens? That's the only alternative, obviously. We hope that they will keep them safe, but given recent events...
Peak glances nervously at Ash.
We aren't so sure that Havenage is the right place for the weapons to be. I wouldn't put it past them to use them to take the cordon back by force.
Ash glares.
They are scared and losing control. In my experience, that's when institutions do dangerous things. Whether that's true, we can't do anything about it now, Ash. Short of marching into the yards at the other end of the eye and taking them back.
Ash looks like this is exactly what she would like to do. Peak smiles nervously.
Plus, we have other things to be getting on with. I want to understand the flux, Sleeper, to study it.
Peak's eyes light up.
This thing is changing the entire system, causing problems across the inner system, driving refugees off Ember's moons, and now it's here. If we don't do something about it, it's a problem for all of us. I can see more immediate problems.
Peak ignores her.
I've been looking at the networks, and when the flux event hit, it changed things. It shuffled systems, corrupted nodes, and broke open data stores.
They take out a slate and show you a flickering polygon.
Some of these fluxed nodes have appeared near the epicenter of the event, but I can't get access. You, however, I saw the way you worked with data when you were preparing for the run. I think you can get into these things. I want you to find a fluxed node and bring me something you can extract. They come and go, but most can be found in the barely functioning networks of the wastes. Start there. Perhaps together we can find something that might point us to what the flux is and where it comes from. How will that help? I think it's a reasonable place to start. Okay.
They smile.
I knew you'd agree.
Ash looks indignant.
Don't waste too much time chasing ghosts, Sleeper. There are people on this flotilla that need any help they can get. I'm sure Sleeper can do both, Ash.
Peak smiles at you.
I'll see you here when you have something. Good hunting.
And they wave you out as Ash stomps away to make plans of her own.
Stompy, stompy. Yes, we have a new drive discovered. Study the flux. Peak wants your help to study and understand the flux event that occurred on the station.
It's what everyone's calling the Flevent.
So so the climbing briar is now here. We can give flux data when we have some. We'll read that out when we have some. We can still aid the flotilla. So where do we have this fluxed? Where are these nodes?
In the wastes.
Not going to be any yet. So now we can see the bit that is specifically the garden is still blanked. But yes, this is the wastes here, the wastes. So we don't have anything yet, so we're going to have to sleep.
Oh, that's a flux node.
Yes. We'll do that after we
fine.
Sleep. It's in our name, Sleeper.
Are you going to use another medicine thing?
Do you think I should?
I think because this is the DLC, right? So this is going to be more than 4 cycles.
Probably, yeah. We'll probably still be doing this for a while.
I don't know, because you were the one who was saying, you didn't want to necessarily go down... Well, we went down to 3 dice last time, so I suppose it's fine. Either way.
I think as long as I still get 3 dice, I'll use it next time. We'll end the cycle here. This one seems less time-fraught, which is nice. The first one was a bit too stressful, in my opinion. Yes, we have gone to 3 kind of crap dice. Fair enough. Also, the hacking, which it's nice actually. We haven't done any hacking data stuff in forever. It's been surprisingly light this sort of later part of the game. This is just you have to have the matching numbers regardless.
Oh, we can pick from 3 matching numbers we don't have.
Yes, because we now have the +2 to interface, so we need a 6, a 5, or a 4, so a high dice roll. That's left stick. There we go, we got 1. Should I use the 5 or the 4, do you think?
I don't know. This node flickers in and out. Its position's slightly shifting each time.
I'll do the 4, because it's there's no more positive outcome.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. So let's extract this data. We got our perk. We have a +5 cryo. And we got the flux data. A flickering, shifting fragment needs to be carefully decoded. We know right where to stick this. We are delivering flux data. Peak asks you to help them extract data from a node in the wastes, one that appeared after the recent flux event. There we go.
Peak receives the data on their slate and begins work decoding it immediately.
Oh, immediately? Sleeper, come look at this.
Peak is poring over one of the displays of the makeshift decoding suite they have set up in the Climbing Briar's cargo bay. On the screen, a clump of data pathways like an ingrown root ball has started to untangle.
Ooh. This is an existing node corrupted by the flux event. It's totally twisted up.
They glance at you to check you are listening.
Jeez. But inside...
You watch as the unwinding pathways leave behind patterns of negative spaces, like shadows staying behind despite their caster leaving.
It's a whole other data set.
Peak's eyes shine bright in the pale screen light.
The flux event somehow seeds this data deep into the gaps in the node, wrapping them around it.
We have where, what's in there, or I don't get it.
Oh, I don't know what would be the actual, sensible question to ask.
What's in there?
What's in there? Not sure.
Peak frowns.
It isn't being very cooperative.
You watch the screen, the pattern of shadows becoming obvious now as each layer of pathways is pulled away.
The flux event itself really did a number on unprotected nodes like this one. Most of the eye's systems are screened against radiation and interference, but these exposed nodes?
Peak makes a ripping motion with their hands.
Torn apart.
Peak points to a thick tangle of threads on the screen.
Look here, it looks like it's been tangled purposefully, but it's actually that all the points within the node have been randomly rearranged. It's as if the node was a bag of ball bearings and the flux shook them. The pathways tried to account for the rearrangement once the system came back on, hence the tangle.
Peak pauses as the node continues to unwind.
Although
Peak muses.
it was less like shaking a bag of ball bearings and more like making them all simultaneously occupy a superposition of every possible position in the bag before locking them back into a new configuration.
They smile sheepishly.
That's a technicality. Does any of that help us? So what is the flux? We know it as a wave, one with exotic effects. That's all.
Peak runs a hand through their hair.
The question is not so much what flux is, but what is causing it? Where is it coming from?
Peak turns away from the screen, meeting your eye.
There's something else. Have you spoken with the refugees? Yes, a little or not yet? I suppose we must have a little because we've done
I would have thought not yet.
half the full bar, but should we just say not yet, do you think? I suppose we haven't been inside. Yeah, we've been doing the cleaning up and tidying of the... But have we been inside? That I'm not so sure. Not yet, we'll say. You should.
Peak lowers their voice instinctively.
What they are reporting, massive system failures, cascading collapses of light support, of terraforming systems, total data corruption.
Peak swallows.
The flux shouldn't do that. It can fundamentally rearrange the structure of systems, especially those poorly shielded, but totally collapsing heavy-duty industrial systems, fail-safes and all, that doesn't make sense. Those kind of systems are built for deep space, for solar flares and radiation. The flux might penetrate them, but any reconfiguration should have been repairable.
Peak looks back at the screen, where the decoding node lies almost fully open. A shadow pattern of the negative spaces that existed within its scrambled interior darkens the screen, like a set of bruises showing the pattern of the object that made them.
I need to look into something. I have an idea what might be causing this wave, triggering the flux, but I need time to research it. Can I help, or what is it? Can I help?
Peak shakes their head.
I'm sorry, Sleeper, but I want to keep this to myself for now. If you need something to do, the flotilla could surely do with the help. From what I heard from Ash, things are tense there.
And where is Ash? Well, I'll look into it.
I'll look into it. Good.
Peak sounds distracted.
Give me some time, Sleeper.
They turn back to their console.
I'll have some answers soon enough, I hope.
You take one last glance at the uncoiling node as you leave, the dark shapes it leaves behind somehow troubling. You try to shake them from your mind. There are things to be done elsewhere.
Yeah, with her going, it's not the flux, it's You don't know. It's like, is something sabotaging them anyway deliberately?
The flux sounds too much like something purposeful to just be a phenomena, I suspect. Because otherwise it wouldn't break through all these systems.
I suppose. We now have the Peak's progress ticker. It's a 6-part cycle clock. Peak is researching something to do with the flux event and seems totally absorbed. They'll let you know when they are ready. So you can use these last 2 dice to fill out the flotilla, I suspect. It's a +2. Oh, not that side. That side. Damage control. I can only get the positive. That did the +2 too, so this should finish it off. Fully. Yeah. We never got the negative outcome for that one either.
Oh no.
It's not a bad thing, no. But we can meet Sol, the pragmatic captain.
Someone told me I should be thanking you.
The voice comes from behind you, cutting through the chaos of the crowded, cavernous bay. You freeze.
Don't be afraid now, I've been hunting you. Sure, but for all the best reasons.
What? You turn to see bright eyes set in a rough face, framed in rusted metal.
Sol!
Yeah, this is Sol, the pragmatic refugee leader. Oh, he's got a whole extra metal arm up there too. He holds out his hand, the other clamped firmly around a knotted wooden cane. We'll shake his hand, we're not rude, but we could have said, "Do I know you?" He grips you firmly with a heavy and calloused hand.
Forgive me. As soon as I saw you, I knew who you were.
Oh. Sol puts a hand on your shoulder.
I've been told a sleeper was part of that supply run that came in several cycles ago.
He nods.
A very welcome act, and we all thank you for it.
Oh, I'm not sure. Well, I did a fair amount of work, but I'm not sure I did the most dangerous bit. I think that was Peak. Oh, Ash, that's it.
Walk with me, sleeper.
Sol sets off through the bay, his partial suit hissing and creaking as it helps carry him through the busy crowds. You notice people making way for you and Sol, standing back and letting you pass. You pass a makeshift kitchen, steaming pots on heating elements, a restless queue collecting meals.
That algae that came through isn't exactly a full meal, but with what we have here, we've been able to make it work.
You see a ladle of greenish stew dished out.
The colour is something, isn't it?
Sol smiles. Sol leads you out of the larger bay into a corridor lined with storage rooms that are now serving as dorms. You see someone filling a metal container from a standpipe, the water eventually dribbling out. Sol nods to the person as he passes, but they don't look up.
Just a little further now.
Sol leads you into a freight elevator and whistles to some unseen operator to start it up. It jerks into life, and as you pass through the layers of the ship, you see people on every level, supplies crammed into every available space, and sparks leaping in bursts as the ship is reshaped and modified to sustain its population.
If Havenage were expecting an exodus from the flotilla, the flux events has put a stop to that.
Sol stretches.
Some have crossed to the eye, but many just to gather salvage or score a hot meal. So the pressure on our supplies is shrinking, but not like I'd hoped. With the flux reaching all the way out here, people are starting to understand that our journey may not be over.
Sol stares grimly ahead. Suddenly, the freight elevator screeches to a halt, and Sol leads you slowly out into a wide room of chairs and terminals, ringed by a mezzanine and with a glass roof above, showing the distant hub and the far circle of the eye beyond. The people at the terminals nod to him as he enters. We've got "This is your ship," or "Stay silent. This is your ship." Sol nods.
That's right. The pilgrim seed is mine to care for.
He leads you up to a railed platform at the center of the room and stops.
She chose me, so to speak. Well, at least her crew did. And I do my best to serve him.
Sol looks around the bridge of the ship, a pained expression on his face.
I'll admit, the responsibility isn't one that suits me. though we rarely get to choose such things.
He glances back at you.
But you, Sleeper, from what I understand, you chose to try to help us here. Is that right?
But I was helping my friends. I did my best to. Or something like that. I did my best to. I genuinely was like, because they kept going while we were doing the first episode, like, why are you doing this? What's your reasoning? And it's like, because it's the right thing to do. I did my best to. Saul nods silently.
But I have to ask you, Sleeper, why are you here now?
Saul leans back and you feel his eyes on you, assessing you. I still want to help. The Flux event, and I want to know more. I want to know, that's all of it. I want to help, I want to know what's the Flux event.
Well, what's the top?
Why did you come here? All of that stuff.
Okay, but why are you here right now? Right now. Right now.
I suppose we were still helping them.
Okay. I was thinking the Flux event, but sure. No, go for the one you picked first.
I still want to help. Saul nods.
I've got to be honest with you, Sleeper. I'm not quite buying it.
He smiles.
I'm not trying to make judgments on your character, but in my experience, people do things for more reasons than just being helpful. Like, maybe if you'd said for the Flux event, perhaps.
It could be for a number of reasons, thank you.
I have thousands of people here on the Pilgrim Seed, Sleeper, and there's thousands more out in the flotilla.
He leans against a railing.
A lot of them are looking to me to provide some future for them, some path out of this dead end we've gotten into. And this cycle, this very cycle, the thing we've been running away from, it just caught up with us. So these people are scared, Sleeper, and they are looking for me for a reassurance. And then, on the same cycle, someone tells me they see you on board. A Sleeper, the same Sleeper, they reckon, that wanted so strongly to send a ship past the cordon to see us.
Saul scratches at his beard.
So the first thing I wanted to do was thank you for that, for your interest.
He pauses.
But the second thing I wanted to do was find out what you want from us.
Saul's suit hisses and creaks.
I think that's fair, don't you?
Saul takes a deep breath.
So, what is it?
Tell me about the Flux. What's happening around Ember? And let me help these people. Oh.
Those are all good.
Yeah.
I see why you're having such trouble picking.
Well, because it's all of them. It's fair to say it's all of them. I do think it's...
Okay, but if you had to pick one? Because you have to pick one?
What's happening around Ember?
Good choice.
Someone at a terminal calls out to Saul and he shouts some orders back. He turns to you.
Apologies.
He smiles that half smile.
Tell you what, Sleeper. Let's you and me make a deal. You want information, I understand that, but I have a list of needs longer than the rim of the eye itself.
He grimaces.
So you do some things for me, and then we can talk about what's been happening in this system. And I will answer all your questions and then some.
Okie dokie.
I may be the captain of the Pilgrim Seed, and she is certainly the biggest ship in this flotilla, but I'm not the only captain here. We have ships here from each of the moons. We're from Ember's Hearth, but there's others from Ember's Song and even Ember's Step. Ember's Step. The moons have been at each other's throats, Sleeper. What with the pressure of the Flux, the bad blood from the old days.
Saul leans in.
We aren't exactly all in alignment. What I need is a way to stop things escalating. For the crews on these ships and their captains to feel happy and comfortable enough to forget old rivalries and past crimes.
He flinches at something.
Those from Ember's Step, well, they've always been proud, but that pride seems to be a barrier to compromise right now. The last set of supplies I sent their way, they refused.
That seems insane, admittedly.
Meanwhile, I have a supply shuttle at the docking access the Ember's Song ships gather at. But they have taken far too many cycles to unload. Maybe if you are heading that way, you can look in on them.
Okay.
I'm no politician, Sleeper. But if I don't,
Sol stops. He leans back and flexes, his suit screeching. He groans a little, and you see the weight of the flotilla sitting on his shoulders. The suit, the only thing keeping him vertical beneath all that pressure.
Look, you'll see for yourself if you go. Meet the others, Sleeper. See what they need. Keep them aligned.
He speaks through the pain, his voice clipped. We've got, I understand. Are you okay? I mean, I want to ask, but do you think it's a bad idea if I should ask?
No, I think it's fine. It's a very human thing to do.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Not really. But as long as this thing holds.
Grimaces.
I hope.
Sol grits his teeth.
You are what you appear to be, Sleeper.
He smiles his half smile despite the pain.
Because I'm not sure I can take any more bad news.
Jeez.
Plus there's plenty to be done here on the Pilgrim Seed too. If you have a moment to pitch in, there's never enough around here. That's something I have learnt the hard way.
Sol settles onto his cane, the pain visibly receding.
All right, I have 1,000 things to attend to now, Sleeper, so you'll have to find your own way out.
And with that, Sol sits at his terminal with slow and careful movements. You head back down in the freight elevator, and as you do, you see again the layers and layers of chaotic life this vessel and all the vessels of the flotilla hold. Yes, we have a new drive.
Study the flux, flotilla
support.
We've still got winner's sidereal ticket. Sol is asking you to help bring stability to the ships from Ember's Hearth, Song, and Step within the flotilla.
I suppose let's track that instead, since we know where Study the Flux is, and it's going to be a while by the looks of it. So do we now have... There's Pilgrim Seed, that's Pilgrim Step, and that's Ember's Song. So here at Pilgrim Seed, we can do a number of repeatable actions. We can do support with our Intuit. We can do supply. They want Matsutake caps.
One, and you've got one.
That's a club head, I think.
No, you've got the exact icon.
Oh, so it is. Yes, I should just do that. So repeatable action, Pilgrim Seed supply. Food is an issue on the Pilgrim Seed, even with agriculture on board. A supply of Matsutake will help fill the gap.
Here's a single mushroom.
Single mushroom?
I'm assuming it's not really a single mushroom. It's a portion.
Not.
You hand over the Matsutake to those working the canteen. No, that does sound like... No, that could be multiple. They are very grateful.
Yeah, so this is taking over the Hearth survival, whether Ash got her supplies through the cordon or not. Pilgrim Seed in the Hearth. Refugees on it desperately need help.
I was wondering if your performance on the previous chapter would impact the next one, but it seems like it doesn't.
I'm not sure it did in the end, yeah. So we've got plenty to do there. Oh, and then there's the full ticker, which I assume they will all show, which is Step, Song, and Hearth. Stability in the flotilla means relieving the pressure on the refugees from all three. So there's a lot of filling in to go. We'll skip over another readable right away. The docking axis at the Ember's Song hub. They are needing to unload supplies. This is an endure action, which is still one of our worst ones. And we can't do it yet anyway. Okay. Can I do anything in endure? No, but I should really start filling in. It's going to be one of these next time. Whew. And then we've got, if I can make it selected. There it is. Aki, the Ember Steps refugee.
It's a strange sight, given your time spent in the Greenway, to see a greenhouse choked in red dust.
Oh.
It piles up along edges, gathers in curving waves, and is carried by some unseen wind to whirl in front of the glass ceiling. It is a desert in miniature, a captured landscape of iron-rich sediment and unseen life.
Beautiful, isn't it?
The remark comes from another figure standing at the viewing window, so quietly that you hadn't noticed them. Did they just arrive, or were they here before you were? Their cloth-swaddled form reveals little.
Ooh, we've got it is. It looks dead, or stay silent. I don't know.
I would go for it is.
Everything is its own kind of beautiful, yeah.
Right. They say nothing. You catch a glimpse of a pale face along the thick material, dark eyes glittering in the red reflected light. They turn to you as the dust swirls.
Aki,
They smile a tight smile.
you are not from the flotilla, am I right? This is the guarded Ember's Step refugee, Aki. I'm not from anywhere, and I live on the Eye. In terms of practicality, I live on the Eye. But that is not where you are from.
She stares into the greenhouse.
Everyone is from somewhere, whether they wish to be or not.
The red dust glitters in her eyes.
Whether it is a good place to be from or not.
Aki gathers her cloud around her shoulders against the cold.
What brings you to the wind's long shadow?
Wind's long shadow?
Well, Sol sent me. Actually, yeah, Wind's Long Shadow, what a strange name. This ship.
Aki looks at you curiously.
Do you often wander around ships you don't know the name of?
Pretty much.
I mean, he didn't call them that. He called them the step, the hearth, and the...
Those are the moons.
Right.
And the ships are from the moons.
Okay. You are a strange one.
So she's from Ember's Step.
Right.
Aki raises an eyebrow.
I don't know whether to report you or send you back to where you came from.
She smiles to herself.
Which is nowhere at all.
You glance around the empty corridor, suddenly aware of how quiet it is on the ship. Unlike the other ships you have been on in the flotilla, there is a silent order to the Wind's Long Shadow, and in this moment it feels unsettling.
Where is everyone and what's happened here? Where is everyone?
Aki waves a hand.
Asleep, mostly. It is night on Step, and so it is night here.
She rubs her shoulders.
At least for those of us who can sleep. We can stay silent, but I will say, Step?
Aki turns away, irritated, eager to change the subject.
You said it first.
You hear a creak as a set of shutters slowly begin to close across the glass ceiling of the greenhouse. As you watch, you feel the dissonance this place has with that word. There is nothing green here. A dust house, perhaps.
What's a dust house? It takes many systems to preserve this landscape.
Aki begins.
To simulate the wind, cycle the dust, layer the sand and dirt beneath.
You watch the dust swirling.
Systems that are failing. The flux event.
Aki glances at you for a sign of recognition at this term.
Is eroding our ability to keep this place alive. To keep these traces of Step alive.
She smiles to herself.
Which is ironic, because when we left Step, the flux had eroded our ability to survive on the moon. Now the situation is reversed. Away from the moon, its ecosystems are as fragile as we were, living upon it.
Something catches your eye as the shutters darken the dust house. The winds, picking away at the dunes, begin to reveal something. A web, a network of thick branching forms, and then they close completely, and you see nothing in the dark.
Ooh, how mysterious.
Soft blue lights flicker on in the corridor, uplighting Aki in cold cyan.
You have piqued my curiosity, but I'm so tired.
She shivers.
If you do not have a purpose here on the ship, I recommend finding one. Otherwise, I'm afraid you will need to leave. Make yourself useful, and perhaps we will get another chance to talk.
She turns.
I would like that.
With that, Aki pads away along the corridor. You stand for a moment in front of the dark dust house, trying to imagine the network of roots under the sand and dust, and then trying to imagine the moon that once housed them.
So we have
Dust houses?
the dust houses where we can help repair the system. And we've got a +2 to that, and it's only risky to the docking accesses endure with +1, and Pilgrim Seed is, we've got a +2 to that. Can we sleep anywhere here, or are we going to have to go back down? I guess we're going to have to go back down.
Let me kip somewhere.
We can sleep here at the Briar Base Camp. I will input a stabilizer. I feel like it would be nice to have our full complement of dice again, just to be a bit more useful. But we might need to eat.
I thought we were supposed to use the pill when we slept, and it said, do you want to use one overnight or something?
Yeah, that's what we did. But it asks you here.
Okay.
We got some good dice that time. Should I worry about eating first, do you think?
No. We should always eat before we go to sleep, because we sometimes get it.
I suppose, yeah.
Is there any more data stuff to do?
I don't think so. There might be after Peaks, yeah, because they're there.
That's just what I was wondering about, yeah.
So there might be more after Peak has done a bit more data stuff.
So we just have to wait for it to peak?
Sure. Same as, do we just have the one more? It doesn't really tell you there, which I would like, how many ticks the tracker has got. It's either 1 or 2, but I'm just going to go check. It's all the way at the other end. You think if it was a ring, you could just keep going to the other side, but yes. So tomorrow we'll be able to see what's the dealio with the sidereal draw.
What's the dealio with the sidereal?
Sure.
Do anything else with the mushrooms, or?
We could harvest more, but it both takes dice.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I might as well just use those dice directly, because they do much the same thing. It feels like it's a useful, like...
We don't need them, it's just I was saying maybe if we don't have anything else to do. No, go for it, yeah.
So we're going to do the repeatable action on the left. Pilgrim Seed support, even Sol's own ship requires help. But figuring out what jobs need doing first and who to help is a challenge. That sounds so disorganized, but fair enough. I suppose our 4 will still get the perfect positive.
You focus on the most important tasks first. Ship repair, supply chains, organisation, and quickly see the effects.
Yeah, and if we get the positive, that's +3. When we gave them 1 Matsutake, it gave us 2, regardless.
Okay. See.
Yep, we got the positive again.
Safe.
Again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of just ticking it down and again. This one has the biggest one, because the other ones were much smaller.
Yeah, I'm assuming we have to do both of those?
Yeah, we have to do all 3 for the step song and hearth, just above the hearth one. We'll turn that 3 at least into a 4. Full positive. I think we'll be able to finish that tomorrow if we don't need dice for the draw. But yeah, this one has it's 8, and this one is only 6. So I figured I'd get the big one out of the way first.
Like to eat?
Yes. Should I do efficient, or should I just buy what's here at the farm?
What's efficient?
Technically, Emphas is always the best value. We always get 3 for less money. The farm and the gimbal only give you 2.
No, I'd go for the 3.
We will have to travel back across.
Whoosh.
Is he worth the travelling?
Yeah.
Spice.
And with your discount.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we always get the plus. The gimbal is also more expensive because it pretends it's better for you. And then the other one is here. So it's 1 more, and you also only get 2 when you barter for food here. Exactly. Nap time.
In the
Nap
sight.
time. Whoosh.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a thing there.
Yeah, it felt like at the beginning of the game we did a lot of like things would happen when we slept all the time. But we can at least check in on Lem and Mina and see the results of our draw. The crowds have already gathered by the time you get to the shipyard, and you recognise faces among them, people you have worked alongside on the sidereal. The intervening cycles have turned their excitement to anxiety, and few of them smile at you. Instead, the nervous energy of the crowd fills the space, creating a feedback loop of growing tension. You pick out Lem and Mina and work your way over to them, pushing through the crowd. He silently raises his eyebrows at you, his anxiety obvious, but Mina flashes you a huge smile, unaware of the tension. "Robot!" she shouts, reaching out to you. We've got "Hi, Mina," and hug her. "Hi, Mina." She waves frantically, grinning.
Quite the turnout, huh?
Lem glances around, pulling Mina close.
I don't think patience is one of this crowd's strengths.
The sound of an argument towards the back catches your and Lem's attention. He is putting it lightly. This place seems set to explode. This isn't good, or they'll manage them. I am a bit worried, if you get terrible news, this isn't good. Lem doesn't answer, but the look in his eyes suggests he agrees.
"This is Peter Ankhita of the Salus Foundation."
The announcement echoes from the speakers at the shipyard entrance, and shouts of "Quiet, quiet!" rapidly follow.
"I'm sorry I can't be there to meet you all, and thank you on behalf of Sandra Salus for the work you have done on the sidereal horizon."
Most of the crowd strains to see Asta's face, but the small display shows only a ghostly white figure, smudged and unclear.
"Sandra wanted me to pass on her personal thanks for your commitment to and belief in the Salus Foundation's mission. We chose the Eye for this project because we knew that we would find like-minded individuals here, especially among the ranks of the venerable Havenage Association. Unlike most of the Corps, we neither believe Erland's Eye to be a threat or a rogue state, but instead an embryo for the formation of a new decentralized social structure, one where each citizen might be the master of their own destiny."
A ripple of impatience runs through the crowd. They didn't come here for a sermon.
"You are all pioneers, just like those core citizens who the sidereal horizon will carry in cryosleep to the planet that will become the Foundation's first frontier world, Salus One."
At the mention of the destination world, excited conversations break out amongst the workers.
"There, our citizens will be able to create their own innovative, bottom-up economic order, aligned with the principles set down by Sandra Salus herself: freedom, resilience, and self-sustenance. This is all thanks to your tireless efforts in the Havenage yards."
This is going to go badly.
"As a reward for those efforts, you may know that we are offering a select group the opportunity to join the caretakers of this vision, the staff of the sidereal horizon, who will maintain the vessel during its multi-decade transit through interstellar space."
Lem turns to you, his eyes bright.
This is it.
"This draw has been performed at random by the central AIs of the Foundation and is final and binding. Please note only licensed contractors of the Foundation are eligible for this draw. I know you have all been eagerly awaiting this day, and without further delay, I will now read the Salus identification numbers of those chosen for this great honor."
A murmur runs through the crowd. Salus identification number? Licensed contractors? You have never even heard the term mentioned. Is this something you were supposed to be assigned? Oh yeah. You glance at Lem, but his eyes are fixed forward, wide and shimmering. all around you, people are speaking in hushed tones, like a rising wave. Asta starts reading out sequences of numbers and letters, and panic begins to set in. No one seems to know what is happening. Somewhere near the front of the crowd, someone shouts in celebration, and everyone pushes forward. We've got Lem, or push forward. No, don't do the surge, panic, crash, crowd, crush thing. Bad.
No.
Lem? You turn to see Lem still standing forward. Mina is scared now as the shouts start. Daddy? Someone throws something at the entrance and it rattles against the shipyard doors. You see, for the first time, Havenage security stood on either side, scared, arguing between themselves. You feel the anger rising in the crowd. Try to leave, keep pushing. Lem, I think we should go. You have a small child. He doesn't move.
I'm just... They might call out names. I can't...
Mina tugs at his dog tags. We've got "it's not happening" or "leave alone." We're not leaving him. It's dangerous. I don't think it's happening, though. This is absolutely a con by
they've got knowledge
rich
to
people.
labour.
Yeah. Lem blinks rapidly and then turns to you. He opens and closes his mouth and looks down at Mina. He sees the fear in her eyes and understands. It's time to go. You lead Lem and Mina out, shoving people aside. As you do, you hear the sound of scuffles emerging at the front of the crowd, of metal canisters bouncing off the shipyard walls. You keep your head down and walk away, the sound of Asta reading out off the ciphers echoing above the chaos like some strange mantra. When you turn to Lem, there are tear-streaked tracks running down his cheeks, and Mina is sniffling into his jacket. You feel the sadness rising in you too. They screwed you, screwed all of you. You were never even on the list. The feeling is as unpleasant as it is familiar. You stare ahead into the tunnel as the security sirens sound out a signal for the coming violence.
Drive failed.
We had no chance, though.
Minus drive.
Jesus Christ. So the sidereal horizon is still ticking away. 3 more of those to go. But yeah, I'm assuming that's it until later. I'm assuming something will happen when they leave, I guess. Just a new scrap ship.
Scrap ship.
Let's see if we can't get the 3rd ship mine part.
No. No.
It's always a dice roll.
No.
Ah! Wow, no ship mine part for me. So cruel, game, so cruel.
First you lose the drive.
Yes, it does feel like some drives are designed to be lost, I guess. And I'll chuck my dice in here and then we can leave things here.
Not how I thought it was going to go. I thought you were going to get a ticket and he wasn't.
Yeah, I did assume whether we're going to find out that was some people on the shipyard that knew but they didn't register everyone else, or whether it was always
or
the con from
rather,
the top.
he was going to get a ticket and you were going to get a ticket, and then he was going to go, what do I do, because I can't go and Mina on the same ticket.
Yeah, whether it's that.
I thought it was going to be something like that.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd just out and out go like, no, everyone's been conned of this. There we go, we have at least finished the Hearth Survival one. Sol finds you deep in the layers of the Pilgrim Seed, working on a patch for a life support vent. You hear him coming, his suit hissing as he does.
What did he sound like?
Kind of like a posh, loud older man.
I had to ask around to find you.
He smiles.
Seems you know the place better than me these days.
I doubt it, or I've put in the time. We put in the time.
And we thank you for it.
Sol holds out a hand.
Stand up, let me see you.
Okay. He pulls you to your feet.
I don't believe we've ever had a sleeper on Ember's hearth.
Sol looks you up and down.
You sure do make me wish we had. Could have done with a few workers as good as you.
Thank you. Sol nods.
You're welcome. Seems like I owe you some answers, seeing as you've been working hard on the Pilgrim Seed these past cycles.
He leans against a crate, his suit creaking.
What do you want to know about?
What do you think we should ask him? Because I assume we have to do all three and we'll get to pick one.
The flux.
You want to do flux? Flux. Sol sighs.
Haha, that's what I imagined.
He scratches at his beard.
Can't say I'm an expert, but I can tell you what we witnessed on Hearth. At first, we ignored it. A few farms had their automation systems blink out, lifter suits locked up, bots reset their schedules, nothing we hadn't seen before. But then the news came out of Passero that they'd been hit harder. The local network had gone down and no one could get it back up. It was rough for a while, but out in the farmland, we were used to that.
Is Passero like the capital? Passero. Capital.
Capital of Hearth. Tens of thousands of souls made it their home.
Sol grimaces.
Anyway, we thought the flux was a freak event until the day they got the network running again. That's when the cascade happened. System after system corrupted. Data lost. And then another flux hit. And another. The bots were running circles in the fields. People had to be cut out of lifter suits like mine. And the city? I never saw it, but I heard from the others.
Sol shivers.
It only got worse from there. We couldn't seem to fight it. It cut us right open.
Jeez.
That's what I know about the flux. Some folks say it came from the inner system, that it might be connected to some old tech there or something, but I never heard anything more than rumors.
Sol scratches his beard.
Sorry, I don't have better news.
Oh, that's good. Sol shifts on the crate. Anything else? Oh, sorry.
Did you want to know more?
There was something. Tell me about Ember's hearth.
Sure.
He smiles.
I spent my whole life on that rock, so I have plenty to tell. I'll save my life story for another time.
He winks.
But the short of it is that Hearth is the first of Ember's moons, the biggest, most populated, which is down to the successful terraforming systems Cybele set up back when Solheim owned the system.
We don't need to know about terraforming. How are relations with the other moons? Sol smiles.
Depends what you've been talking to. You shouldn't mistake me for a politician, Sleeper. That's for others to do.
He gives you a look.
But Ember's Step was a test ground for the terraforming tech that Hearth is built on, while Ember's Song was the extraction site for the raw materials and energy needed to make it work. You can imagine that might lead to some tension.
So Ember's Song was just where you pulled all the stuff out. It wasn't where you wanted to live.
Right.
Right. What is that in, what's the game? You played the third one on PS3. Helgen? Hell stuff? Do you
mean Killzone?
Killzone, yes, it's very Killzone. It's a planet that only existed to have stuff extracted from it.
Yeah.
It was probably miserable to live on.
However,
Sol holds up a hand.
Despite what people might say, Hearth was never fully stable.
Sol shakes his head.
Cybele liked to talk it up, but after they pulled out and Solheim left, our people discovered they'd have to keep the systems running themselves, so the place would soon end up as dry as steppe.
That doesn't sound very successfully terraformed then.
Right?
If you have to take care of it, or it'll go back to a desert.
Hearth was good as long as the evaporators kept running, kept filling our skies with clouds. Even after the collapse, our people kept those things going, turning that subsurface ocean into a periwinkle blue sky.
Sol smiles.
Flux ended that though, and when they failed, the rains failed and the harvest with it.
Sol pauses.
And soon you have a city without a way to feed itself.
Sol shudders.
That's when we, some of us, made the decision to set out on this place.
He gestures at the Pilgrim Seed.
And look for another future.
Sol shifts on the crate.
Did you want to know more?
Can you bear me asking the third question? I realise it's a lot of talking.
Yes, it's fine.
There was something.
What do you want to know about?
Finally, you.
Ah, my favourite topic.
Sol squints at you.
You want to know about me? Not sure that was part of the deal I was thinking of, Sleeper. Unless you were talking about this?
He raps on the metal of his suit.
My name is Sol, and I'm here to say... In case you haven't guessed, this is... It wasn't that good. In case...
I didn't expect it at all.
This is the only thing keeping me vertical.
He adjusts a shoulder piece.
It's a lifter suit made for working the fields. We had to modify it so I could walk around after the accident.
Oh, jeez.
And that's all I'm saying, Sleeper. Because to be honest with you, I don't owe you more than that.
No, that is
You want to
fair.
know about the flux, about Ember's hearth? Go ahead. But don't pry into my life. I won't pry into yours.
Yeah, that's okay. So lets the silent sit, staring hard at the floor. The suit seems to loom over him, looking more like a burden than a support. With the bars around his head, you suddenly start to think of it as a cage.
Look, I don't mean to be rude. Let's leave it there. Too many eyes on me, this ship as it is. I'd rather just slip into the background, thank you very much.
Yeah. Sol shifts on the crate.
Did you want to know more?
No, we asked everything. And is there a secret question? Sol nods.
What do you want to know about?
Something buzzes on Sol's suit. He glances at it and frowns.
Ah, looks like time's up, Sleeper.
That's fair enough. I was just curious if there was a secret fourth question. Because sometimes games will do that.
Yeah.
Sol stands, flexing his suit. He takes his cane in his hand.
Keep it up, Sleeper.
He smiles as he leaves.
You're making me think I need to start making new plans for this place.
Yeah. With that, Sol leaves, and you wonder what he means as he creaks away down the corridor. You can't help but feel there's more to him than it seems. Well, it sounds like he wasn't maybe originally in charge, if they've sort of decided he's in charge. But yes, we have part one.
He seems like a good leader
Half
to me.
is done. Yeah, I liked him. And yes, absolutely, they don't owe us information about the body. So this is another one that we have a
Spacky's ship, yeah.
+2 to, so that one will be a lot easier than this final one, the top one. I'll stick these last two ones in. The 4 is safe to stick in, so this is systems repair. The crew won't let you into the dust houses, but there are plenty of supporting systems that you could do with some love and care. And this will fill up the make yourself useful. Aki warned you that if you wanted to learn more about the winds along Shadow, you'll need to prove your usefulness. We can only get the positive.
Quite a long event as well, but we do get 2 at a time at least. You notice a bug in the wind cycling systems and manage to fix it. Aki gives you a knowing look. It seems like you are proving yourself.
Thank you. Should I re-roll this 2?
Oh, definitely.
Our last dice, the 2 becomes a 5. Fantastic.
Okay. So it's another one which is going to be positive.
Positive. Done so. Super easy.
And you need to do 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more to fill in that, and then this one will be a little harder simply because we only have the +1 and I don't quite have any upgrade points to upgrade that last stat. There's always one stat that is like harder than others. But we are going to leave it here for the night. I suppose I could make myself sleep as well just to finish it off. Sleep. That's what we should be doing soonish. This has been Michaela.
Ooh, starving. This has been Peter.
And this has been Citizen Sleeper Part 6.
We have been And So Begins. This will be on the channel later.
Yes, we are And So Begins on YouTube and on Twitch. I do really feel like, unless, because there's 3 episodes for the...
Yeah, this is the middle.
Yeah, unless it's super, super long. I'm not sure how much longer we'll have with Citizen Sleeper. And I think we'll have seen everything at least I'm going to see in a single run, because we didn't succeed in Ankhita and some other bits and pieces. But the game really did grow in me. I like it.
It has a sequel.
Yes, but thank you for watching, and we'll see you again
What if it sucks?
next time. I don't think it will.
Probably not.
We'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye.